And here we are. So here are our intrepid three at this table right here.
You can try to
Radovan
relocate that company in the upper left corner.
No.
They don't look very favorable, though.
They're huge.
I know. They're gigantic.
They're kind of bulky. I think they might actually be slightly... Yeah.
Oh, honestly, that chicken looks really good, though.
Ooh, where? What?
The bottom.
Oh, the chicken that the guy in the bottom's got?
Yeah.
Stop it, I'm hungry.
You're actually cranky.
There, I shrunk them.
All right, well, now they're not quite as intimidating. Thank you for that.
Alrighty, so yeah, here you guys are. You literally had just come in, sat down, and you've noticed that they have a strange pentagram carved and painted into the floor. So that's where we pretty much pick up. So what do you guys want to do?
All right.
Get some food in us.
Yeah, I think we were... Did we order food, or did we just kind of sit down and end last?
You literally, you walked in, you sat down, and that is right when we cut it out. We got you seated just so that you didn't have to stand since Thursday.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, that would have
nice
been
like that.
Thanks.
This is an exhausting journey.
Consider
Yeah.
That's right. We've been standing since Thursday.
Radovan
It's Monday now.
Want some of that tasty chicken over there, so...
Yeah,
okay.
I kind of want the chicken.
Well, that particular chicken, or
No.
you're gonna go and take it from the guy?
No, but I am gonna keep my eye on the people next to me because I do not like their
Okay,
look.
they definitely do look kind of surly and rather unkempt.
Yes, I am watching them as well out of the corner of my razor eye.
All right, well, let's have everybody just go ahead and make a spot check for me. Let's start out the dice rolls with a spot check.
Okay, so there were bets on the dice rolls, I think, here.
Oh, phew.
Oh, there.
Oh, I didn't roll the one.
I didn't roll one.
Oh my god,
either.
I almost did.
It's close. Okay, Radovan and Raisa, you have noticed that this guy over here, this one sitting closest to Radovan, keeps doing this, like sniffing the air, and he keeps glances back at you guys, like.
Do we smell?
Do we smell funny to you?
Are you going to say that
shit.
to him?
No, that's not how Rachel talks.
I didn't think. I was like, suddenly Racer's going to lean over and get all Larry with the guy in an English accent. That would have been funny.
Would it be really bad if I start doing this, you know? Just wafting?
It's those onions again, isn't it?
Is he looking specifically at us, or just in our general?
Just in your general direction. And he doesn't really kind of look all the way. It's more like a head turn and an eye glance in your direction.
So you can't kind of catch his eye?
Not really, no. He's not looking directly at you.
Oh.
Well, I'll watch and see if he says anything to his friends about it.
I guess we'll do a listen, right? Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't seem to have. They're busy. It looks like they're wolfing down steaks and stuff right now. So they're really not talking.
Now I feel very self-conscious. I can't help it.
How do you freak out a cleric? All you have to do is turn around and sniff him. Fluffy.
Yeah, with a
Not
kid.
me.
With a kid, you know.
Definitely not me.
Alrighty, so you're sitting there at your table.
Good.
We just lost Jane.
Uh-oh.
It'll try and pull her back.
No.
I was going to say, she's frozen.
I guess Radovan's stench is too much for Jane.
She couldn't cope. There, she's back. That was interesting. She must have
There
pushed
she is.
something. And she's muted, and she's gone again.
And she's gone. Oh no.
We have Jane technical difficulty. We don't usually have issues, so haha. Okay, so what do you guys want to do food wise?
I'm gonna order a chicken and some water.
Okay, so you're gonna flag over the waitress.
Yes.
Okay, so she comes over to the edge of your table. As soon as she approaches, she basically puts some bread rolls down for you to basically have at straight away. And then she says, "What can I get you?"
Do you have any chicken, perchance?
Oh.
And she takes a step back. Yes, I can bring you a chicken if that's what you would like. If you'd like the chicken.
Yes, and maybe a place to stay for the night.
Well, you'll
Please.
have to address that with the innkeeper, but I can bring you a chicken. Would you like any drinks?
Water, preferably.
Just
Oh, yeah.
so 3 waters then,
Yeah, for everybody.
and just 3 waters and a whole roasted chicken with a side of vegetables.
Yes, please.
All right, I'll be right back. And she very quickly huddles away, and goes behind. You see her
I'm
lean in
gonna
and
lean
whisper
across
something.
the table. I'm gonna lean across the table.
She whispers something to. Okay, you guys are temporarily out of place because we've lost Jane completely.
Aw.
Aw,
So,
Jane.
She's probably having to reconnect. So you'll just have to bear with us momentarily.
Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna kind of lean across and see if I can smell. Can I smell anything?
Well, wait,
On
it's
Ratapan?
not just me. It can't
really.
just be me, right? Like,
But I
saying
mean, you
smell
guys have been
man?
walking
Hello?
around together for a long time, so.
yeah.
Yeah, the whole
True.
party fucking
Okay,
smells.
Jane's back by the looks of it.
I feel like it's gonna go out again, so I don't know.
Okay,
Just deal with it, I guess.
having issues. That's
yeah.
right. The internet's
The
demons are
internets
against
are
you today.
sucking. Okay.
Exercise the demons. Okay. So
I'm
yeah, I
gonna
mean, you
look at
guys
Kia.
don't really smell anything, but
I'm gonna look at Kia and just say, "Ask Cal if we smell."
Ask them.
No,
Ask
Cal.
Cal.
Ask Cal.
Cal? Okay.
Yeah.
Psst. Cal. What do you smell? Do we smell weird? Funny?
he said, "You smell rancid."
What?
He said, "You all smell quite disgusting, or something does."
I like sniff myself.
Can I like smell in my bags?
Yeah.
Is it coming out of my bag?
Yes.
The mini beholder.
It's as soon as you open your bag, a stench just hits you.
Oh shit!
Willpower save, willpower save.
Yes, you have been carrying around a dead beholder beholder eye in your bag for many, many days.
Oh.
Yes, and I just wrapped it up. I didn't put it in a jar or anything. Because that would have been smart.
So, there's this big squishy eyeball that's decomposing in your bag. Yes.
Many, and I brought all the little eyeballs too. don't
Right, and
forget.
there's like a little bit of slimy, slushy stuff at the bottom of your bag too. Now, eye juice is leaking out.
Oh,
Oh.
Ridiculous humor is beginning to grow or manifest itself at the bottom. So yes, that is probably why people are looking at you rather strange.
All right.
Oh, that sounds really real.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, oh that sound.
Oh my God, could
sound-
Shagat not handle choking or gagging?
That sound, man, it sounds way too real. I'm just
I know.
saying.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
We found it. We found a Shaquille's heel. A Shaquille's heel, everybody.
Oh my God, Shagat, I am gonna torture you later. Oh my
It
God.
really sound like you were gonna, yeah.
Eye juices. Squishy
Okay.
eye juices. Lovely.
Yeah.
As if eyeballs are not squishy and nasty enough. How are they? Oh, and think about it. You went all the way to Scarrow and all the way around and like almost 10 days worth. So
That's true.
it's pretty ripe.
All right.
Guys, let's like eat and get out of here or something.
No, get
Actually-
that bag as far away from here as
Yeah.
possible.
Kia, can you ask them if they have a jar big enough to fit? But you know how big the eye is.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
sure,
gonna
sure.
That's
just
pretty big,
excuse
yeah.
myself for a minute. So I'm just gonna exit with my bag.
Okay.
I'll walk
So
up to the
you take
bar.
the bag outside. Okay.
Oh, I'm left with Cal. God damn it. Just
Say,
saying.
excuse me.
Yes.
Do you have any jars that we could perhaps have for sale or for free?
A jar.
Yes.
For what?
Well,
I mean, I've got these preserve jars, and he holds up a jar about.
yes, that would be
It would be
perfect.
fine to put the little eyes in, but the big eye, you'd have to kind of smush
Oh.
it down in there.
Oh, do you have anything a little bit larger?
I really don't. Not as a jar.
Do you have maybe 2 of the little ones?
Yeah, I can give you 2 of those if you want.
That would be awesome.
She said that you were interested in a room.
Yes, we would be.
They don't smell that bad to me, Mildred.
Excuse the smell. It's my cat. My cat ate something gnarly.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well. I'm gonna.
Well,
get her
I
out.
don't hold
Get
with
him outta
I
here.
don't hold with live animals inside the inn. I'm afraid.
Yes!
Cal, get out. I'm gonna yell that across
move
the
that cat
cat.
away
Cal
from
kind
me,
of
man.
looks at you and squints as much to say, "I don't believe you're blaming this on me." In fact, that's what he says. Like telepathically, he sends you that
I'm
message.
sorry, Cal. I have to.
So he kind of turns around and spits up a huge furball right in front of Shagget, almost.
Does he make a
in
noise?
What the fuck did I do?
And then he jumps down and runs out the door.
Do you want me to do the
Okay.
sound effect for that?
Can I like flick the fur ball off the table? Oh. I'm flicking that fur ball off the table, just
That's
like
spot
in
on,
disgust.
All right.
Why did it have to be on me, man? Kiana said that.
You were right
I'm
there.
just
He was
sitting
like, "Hey,
here.
if you're gonna blame me for smelling and making these
wasn't
terrible
blaming anybody.
noises, I'm gonna just do it." Alrighty. So he's like, we don't actually have rooms. We actually have small guest lodgers outside."
Perfect.
Oh.
He
that's
said, "So
fine.
you're welcome to put your cat and whatever that rancid thing is that you have in there.
Sure.
Probably have to charge you extra though for the cleaning we'll have to do tomorrow.
Well,
Are you
there
just
won't-
staying the one night?
Yeah, just one night. There won't be too much to clean. We'll take good care of it.
All right. Well, it's 15 silver pieces for the night.
All right, here
We
you
don't
go.
charge per person. We charge per lodger.
Perfect.
And basically, those are the little wooden buildings that you saw behind. They were like these little. They're almost like little holiday chalets, sort of things, like little mini log cabins.
Okay.
Okay. And he says, and you wanted a chicken and vegetables. That'll be another 3 silver. So we're looking at 18 silver all told. Do you want us to bring that to you, or would you like us to bring it to the table?
You know, we'll eat in the lodge.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
We'll meet you there.
All right.
Thank you.
Mildred here will take you round and show you which one's yours.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Alrighty, so basically, you head outside to the marsh outpost here,
I call over Radovan.
Yeah, I
and
follow.
this middle one right here is the one that you guys are going to be staying at.
Okay.
Okay, so she opens the door, lets you in. It's very plain, very simple. There's 4 wooden cots in there, a table, a chair, or a table and 4 chairs. I mean, it's extremely plain, extremely bland, but it is dry. And it's raised up enough that the water is not, like, seeping in through the floor here in the marsh.
That's great.
Alrighty, so you just want them to bring you the food and drinks to this room.
In the jars, yes.
Alrighty. Okay, well, you guys make yourselves at home as best you can. And about 20 minutes later, she comes back with a big roasted chicken, a platter of vegetables, and 3 glasses of water.
No. I'm gonna eat that. I'm digging in, man. I'm
I'm
digging
gonna
in.
eat that.
My first priority is to contain the smell.
Okay, so it's not hard to put the small beholderkin eyes in one of the jars. You pop all those eyeballs in there. But the other jar, I mean, it is about half the size of what it needs to be. Now, you could squish it down in there, but it may deform it somewhat.
Oh, I will be as careful and delicate as possible whilst squishing said eye.
Okay, well, as you're pushing it in, it's making all these, like,
Nasty.
sounds. And eventually it's like, pops inside. You screw the jar lids
Excellent.
on. And at least, now the only thing you have is a rather stinky backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
Now there
wash
was
that out.
a large water trough that the horses were drinking out of when you showed up. So I mean, you could in theory turn it inside out, take it out there, soak it, scrub it, and hang it out to dry.
But I'll do that. But I'll get a bucket to steal some of the water instead of tainting the whole
that's not
trough.
that's easy to do. You can get a bucket from the stable there, no problem.
Yeah.
Alrighty, good job. So you douse your festering bag of whatever that is.
Do I probably have some herbs that I can like scrub it with that make it smell a little nicer.
There you go. Pick some of the sage and
Some
the thyme off
rosemary.
the chicken and drop it in the bag. Okay, so yeah, you've done your best to contain it. There's still a bit of a lingering smell around you, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. It's just because you were carrying it around with you, it's kind of sunk into your clothing somewhat. But there's not a whole lot you guys can do about that.
I bet you the marsh just smells just as nice too. So,
Oh yeah.
You'll blend right in.
I'm sure it smells
Yeah.
like peaches. What are you talking about?
so we'll be marshy, squishy eyes.
Right. Okay. So you set yourselves up. You eat your chicken and vegetables, and you drink your water. What do you guys want to do?
Probably just sleep for the night and then leave as early as possible.
I think maybe we should talk to Radovan. Maybe you should speak with the innkeeper and get our bearings better. So we know what.
Also ask
one
about
thing
the
you do remember
pentagram.
is the road stopped here. So
Yeah.
there is no path to follow, and there's no road from here on.
So
Yeah, no, I can do that. I'll
Yeah.
sure. Let's
ask
do that.
directions and ask why they have a pentagram, just in case there's something weird happening around here. You know.
Maybe it's a charm.
All
I
right.
don't
No one's coming with me. I'm coming in alone.
You're
I
Mr.
would-
Negotiator.
Yeah, I'd be no help.
Alrighty. Okay, so Radovan, you head back inside the warded rest.
I'm gonna sit over here, try to,
Okay.
Actually, no, right here because there's a big freaking barrel in my way. I'll be like, hey guys.
Hey. Okay. All right. Well, as soon as you sit down, the innkeeper walks over, leans in, and says, "What can I get you then?"
The information, if you wouldn't mind. You give me a second. You know?
Absolutely. What can I tell you?
I apologize for earlier with my roommates. We've been traveling for a while. We had no idea,
Oh, it's
we
it's not
fixed
the
it, though.
first foul-smelling thing that we've had come this way. I can tell you that for nothing.
Okay. My friends and I are making for Enniskillen.
Okay.
The Badlands around there, and I noticed that there's no more roads going anywhere.
Oh, no, indeed.
So is there, did you guys come up with a map yourself, or is there general directions we should follow?
Have you been there before? I assume
No.
not.
First time.
Well, I'd ill-advise you to go alone and unprepared. There is no real path to Inniskillen from here. I mean, there is, but you wouldn't know it by sight. I would consider a guide if I were you, at least for your first trip. Someone who can show you the landmarks, and, show you what to look for so you don't get lost, or wander into the deeper parts of the mire and stuff.
Is there any such guide that that's around, that's available?
He kind of peruses the room, and he says, "Well, see that bloke sitting directly behind you?" Points at this fellow right here.
I look and I say, yeah.
He says, "His name is Colum. He'd be my suggestion."
Colin?
Colum.
Cullum, okay.
Quite honestly, I don't know those three in the corner too well. They've been in here once before, but they always keep themselves to themselves. And the fellow in the far corner by the fireplace, I've never seen him before either, so I don't know that he'd be such a good guide. But Colum here, he's backwards and forwards from Inniskillen a whole bunch, so I know for a fact that he would be a decent guide if you can win him over.
And how would I win him over?
I don't know,
What kind
really.
of man is he?
He's just not the most sociable of sorts. Not that he's antisocial or rude or unpleasant, just he keeps himself to himself a lot.
Okay, well, I'll go talk to him. What's with the pentagram?
Oh, it's an old superstitious thing, really. It doesn't mean much. It's there to, quote unquote, keep the evil spirits at bay. It's a gimmick, really.
Would it be wise for us to draw a pentagram when we go camp out and set up? Or is it really just superstitious nonsense?
I mean, I think people have come here telling tale of unpleasant things in the marshes, evil spirits and stuff like that. So we had some crackpot here many years ago that suggested that he put some warded mark on the door to protect us. We entertained him and humoured him, and quite honestly, it's been quite a conversation piece. So we left it.
Much like me asking about it now. I see. Okay. So Column.
Yes.
Is there anything else that I should know? Be wary of, like what kind of things are out in the marshes and bad things?
Well, I can tell you the deeper you go, there's a lot of gas pockets, mires, sinkholes. Honestly, the marsh itself is probably the most dangerous thing. I mean, yeah, there's some unpleasant creatures out there, but isn't there everywhere?
And do you get to Enniskillen by horse, or?
Oh no,
we
you
land
can't
straps?
take a horse through there. You're gonna have to go by foot, my son.
That's what I feared.
But don't worry,
Okay.
if you've got, I understand the lad here said that you brought a horse and cart, and we'll be happy to stable that for you until you get back.
Well, that would be mighty appreciated. Oh, thank you.
Oh, not at all. Can I interest you in a beverage, nightcap, perhaps? Synapse, thanks for the follow.
I really can't. You know.
Roll.
Roll.
Do I have to roll?
Yes, willpower check.
Yes!
Willpower check. Not too terribly difficult. I mean, you're not under any serious duress or stress right now, so 14 or higher and you can refrain.
Yeah, this is the one where I fail, though.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Well, see.
Yeah, good one.
No.
You're able to choose to resist if you wish.
Can I just have a water instead, please?
Oh, by all means.
Thank you. You know, I'm just gonna.
Look like water.
It's dirty water, man. It's
You don't want
marshland.
some
Are you
diet
kidding
cream
me?
soda.
Swamp
No.
water.
All right.
Okay, so he gives you water. He says, "Oh, incidentally, Cullum's rather fond of the sweet wine.
Well, get him a glass.
He
Will
said,
you?
I'm just thinking about you wanting to win him over. It might not be a bad idea to buy him a drink."
Flirt.
Okay, hands you a glass of sweet wine. He says, "That'll be 5 copper, please."
I hand it over with an extra copper to spare.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Okay. So,
Uh,
as you can see, Colum he's basically tucking into what looks like some kind of vegetable platter with some like sliced chicken and stuff like that. Doesn't have a whole chicken to himself, unlike some of the people here.
okay. What does he look like? I mean, he's human, right?
Colum? Yep. He's got a big, red, thick, bushy beard. He's very unkempt. Looks like, just by the fur, he's got like long fur bracers around his arms, on his legs. The type of, he's got a short bow with him, and like a long staff. He's got a very large dagger tucked in his belt. But, I mean, he looks like really kind of, I mean, like a hunter or something along those lines. He's obviously geared for being in and around the wilderness. Doesn't look like the average person that spends much time in civilization.
I should get my flirt on, shouldn't I?
Your
Just sit
flirt
down
on.
and be like, "How are you doing?" No, I'm gonna
Joey.
cough. Yeah, I'm gonna cough very gently and offer the glass of the wine.
Okay. He's kind of sitting there and slopping up some of the bread into the juices, and he looks up at you, reaches out, takes the glass of wine, starts guzzling it down.
Would you like another, perchance? Mind if I ask you to talk to you for a second?
He gives you the thumbs up.
All right, I turn back to the innkeeper and get another glass. Pay
Okay.
the wine, pay however much it is. The
Yeah,
wine.
It's an easy one.
All right. Bring it back to him.
Can I sit down for just a second? I want to talk business with you, if you don't mind. I sit down. My friends and I are making for an Enniskillen, and the innkeeper said we could. It would be best if we found a guide. So I was wondering if I could hire you for that service.
Higher.
Yeah, to be our guide.
And why is that?
A guide, to show us how to get past the marshes and the dangers.
No,
Because
why? Why is
Oh.
someone like you going to Enniskillen?
There's a man we need to meet. Business.
Man. Not many people go to Enniskillen.
Well, it's
Especially not your sort of people.
Believe me, I really wish I was somewhere else, but circumstances have arisen. We need to get there.
Well, I suppose that's your business. I suppose. Just you, is it?
And 2 ladies. Two lady friends.
Ladies, eh?
They're very attractive, and I am just their friend. So if you want to hit on them, feel free. Part of the package.
I gave up those pursuits long ago.
Oh, you're missing out. Just saying.
Well, I mean, are they that way inclined then? Are they ladies of the night?
You will have to see on your own. I'll just procure your services.
Probably a very good trade in Illiskillian for ladies of the night. I would think if that's why you're going.
You misunderstand me entirely. We will pay you gold to help us.
Oh well, that's fine. How many gold do you want to pay me?
Well, why don't you come up with a rough figure and we'll negotiate.
I go backwards and forwards in Illiskillian a lot. Never really paid me to take them there.
Well, I mean,
Social Spider, thanks for the follow, and Pokeminer, thank you for the follow, and Venom Cobras, thank you for the follow. Bam, bam, bam.
The man we are looking for is in and around Inniskillian. So,
Really?
Yeah, he's a kind of hermit, loner type. But he has information that my party desperately...
Inniskillian's stuck in the middle of the marshes, right? Nothing sensible around there.
Well,
it's an outpost for hunters and skinners.
Well, the barren surrounding it is where we were last told this guy was. So,
Well,
how many days?
That's up
is
to you. I can get you to Inniskillian.
Okay, and come up with a reasonable price, and what you think your time is worth.
I don't know, really.
25 gold?
The usual amount?
Now that's the only thing I want to say. That's what I want to say is 25 gold. How many days is it there, do you reckon?
If we leave first light, we can get there by the end of the day. Well, I can get there by the end of the day. I don't know, dressed like that, whether you can.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're a bit heavy looking.
Well, yes, that's very true. But
weight
I've
is
been
an
in
issue in the marshes, you understand?
I'm not taking this armor off. I'm sorry. The close calls I've had in the past.
Then I'd say probably 2 days then. If I'm
Okay.
to at least try to make sure that you don't sink.
Yes, I would prefer that. Okay, so 2 days of your time.
And what's 2 days of your time worth?
5 gold, 10 gold.
Sounds good to me, 10 gold, right?
All right. I don't care. I mean, sure, I'll give you 10 gold. First light, we are in shack number 2,
Right.
And,
Where's that 10 gold then?
oh, you want it. How about 5 now, 5 when you get us to Niskillian?
Sounds fair.
All right, here's 5.
Alright, I'll be banging on your door at first light.
All right, have a good night, sir.
Make
Thank
sure
you.
you're ready.
Well, yes, I will be. I'm just going to get up and leave.
Okay.
I feel robbed.
He
but I'm
goes back
doing
to
it.
munching on his vegetables and slapping his bread. Okay, so you now have procured yourself a guide to Inniskillian, and we'll take you back to...
You best hope that he doesn't say anything to Teresa and Kia about your
About
ladies
being
of the night
prostitutes?
steal.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be
Oh
awesome.
my
He
god.
turns
I
around
can
and
just-
says, well,
I
instead of
will
the other
just deny
5,
it.
how about 5 minutes?
I'll just deny it, You guys didn't hear that, so...
That's true.
Alrighty. Okay, so you want to do anything particular the rest of the evening, or are you guys going to just chill out, bed down, and catch
Well,
some
what is Radovan
catch
telling
some-
us about his encounter?
Pretty much
What do we know?
everything.
Pretty much
much.
everything? Pretty much?
Including the parts about prostitution,
No.
or not?
That he's an unkempt fellow. He's, I pay him 5 now, 5 when we get there. First light, we're leaving. It'll take about 2 days travel time. So we'll get the rations off the cart and bill, and then be on our way, right?
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. Well, very bright and early. Honestly, before first light, it's still pitch black out. You hear what sounds like a heavy boot kicking the bottom of the door.
I'll be up and ready.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. I get up too. Put on my armor.
Okay, well that takes 30 minutes.
You gonna pray to your
Yep, well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Radovan?
Yeah.
Are you gonna pray to your god?
Yeah, so
Praise
have
the god of
breakfast.
skinny punks that you don't drown in the marsh. Water god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, water god. This should be no problem for you.
We're no longer in the desert, guys. I'm no longer the water god, just saying. But yes, I'm going to pray to my god as well. So,
Alrighty. Okay, so you pray, you reacquire your spells for the day, and you are ready to roll. Okay, he looks at, he's kind of looking at the two ladies like. You ready then?
I'm ready.
let's go.
Let Alice, thanks for the follow.
Welcome, I am Kiliana.
Oh, call me Call.
Call? Huh. C-A-L?
C-O-L. Call.
Huh.
Short for column.
Interesting.
Yeah, names don't mean a whole lot out here.
Here's my cat. His name's Cal.
Best
Okay.
hold on to him. There are things out in that marsh that'd snap him up and swallow him whole
Oh.
pretty darn quick.
Don't worry, I got a bag with Cal's name on it, so.
Well, come on in. Let's go find this weird friend of yours that lives in the marshes.
So, quick question: does Raisa have any experience with marshes?
Maybe very rudimentarily, but I
Okay.
mean, you know enough to know that they're not the sort of place to go wandering around if you don't know where you're going.
Perfect. So I'm just gonna. I'd like to ask him then, as we're walking.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say. So, should we follow single file through the marsh here?
As long as you stay behind me and don't spread out too far, you should be all right.
Okay.
I'll
Sounds
point out
good.
anywhere not to step.
Okay.
I'm pretty much just going to be right behind him the entire time.
I'll probably be
Alrighty.
third and race the last.
Yeah, I'll go last.
Okay.
Okie dokie. All right, so you trudge along. And you've been trudging along for several hours now. Your feet are wet. You've heard if you've heard Colin say, "Don't step there. Watch that. Mind where you're about to put your foot." If you've heard it one time, you've heard it way too many. Enough to where you're ready to scream. Why would anybody choose to live in this accursed place is the thing that comes to your mind. Radovan and Raisa, you have been slapping large mosquitoes off of your face and arm for hours, pretty much ever since you left here.
I haven't?
No, they don't seem to be bothering Kiliana.
My
Apparently
elven
they
blood.
don't like elf food.
Perfect.
What? I'm not elf food
And
enough
Colin
for
doesn't
them?
seem to be affected either. Colin, sensing your displeasure,
interesting.
looks back at you and says, "Huh, don't worry, not too terribly far now. There's a spot we can rest up before long." And then he continues to sludge his way through the marsh. "Don't step there. Watch out where you're about to go. Don't wander off that par." Okay.
Yep.
By the end of the day, you are all thoroughly pissed off. Kia,
How pissed off are
not
you?
as much. But between the mosquito bites, the fact that the number of times that you step and water, you basically step into a puddle or something that comes almost up to your knees. The water is seeped in and all your boots are sodden. It's gone over the tops of your boots. You've found yourself stopping to tip out the contents of your boots several times. Radovan, you've just had to suck it up because,
Yeah.
you know. But generally speaking, by the time you get to a very small crop of trees, which is slightly raised up out of the ground, and he says, "We can sleep on these roots."
Wouldn't?
What?
Yep.
Why not?
No, he said we can. We can sleep on
okay.
these roots.
Sounds good.
Don't talk too fancy, I know, but I ain't got much reason to talk to people out here either, so.
Alright. Roots are as comfy as anything out here.
I'm happy about
At
roots.
least they're dry.
They are dry indeed. Thank you. Just gonna like crash against the roots.
Yeah, I mean, it's very uncomfortable for you guys. The mosquito bites are annoying as hell, because the mosquitoes are like, they're downright bee stings. So after days of, you have definitely started to feel, towards the end of the day, you've felt your tempers beginning to flare. Nothing bad happens, the marks don't kick in, but it's enough for you to think, of all the journeys that you have had, this last day was probably equally as miserable, if not worse, than going through those frozen mountain
Welcome
passes.
to Louisiana.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That's where you are. You're in the bayou, yeah? Alright, so, yeah, the first time you hear someone scream, aye, you'll know you're here. Okay, so you bed down on the roots. Column unrolls what looks like some kind of... it's difficult to know what it is. It's some kind of pelt, but it doesn't look like a bear pelt or anything. It's kind of gray and black. So, Dose to Person, thank you for the follow. He kind of lays it down on the roots, and then he props himself up on it as best as he possibly can.
I'm gonna clear my throat and then say, "What was that?" If you don't mind me asking. I've never seen
cat.
a what?
Marsh cat.
A marsh cat?
Uh-huh.
I never heard of that. Is it a pleasant thing, perchance?
Not really.
Killed it, obviously.
Yes.
Kind of like
I
a
know.
bobcat. Not too
Okay.
big, but you don't want to sneak it up on you while you're sleeping. Give you a nasty scratch and a bite,
Should we take watches?
if you want. Go right ahead.
What are the odds here?
Not good.
I'll take
Okay.
first watch.
I'm gonna try to go to sleep. I'm just done. I just want to,
See, there's those trains again, and Jero's
Yeah,
not here.
trains!
Jane trains.
Jane Train.
Jane Train.
Yeah, one day Jero's going to be here to hear those trains, and he's going to freak.
I know it. I can't wait.
We should record him and send him to him. Okay, so Racer, you're taking first watch.
Absolutely. Would you like rolls?
Yep, you being the Katniss Everdeen type half elf that you are, you would probably feel a lot happier climbing up into the branches,
Yes, I would. How did you know?
which would get you at least a good 10 to 15 feet off the ground.
I was actually going to ask you that.
Yep. So that's probably, they're kind of like cypress trees in the fact that that all the roots come up and out of the marsh, which is why you're sleeping up on the roots themselves. Okay, so you got a 16 for your is that your spot or your listen?
Which one do I always do first?
Usually you do spot first.
Okay, so 12 for spot, 16 for listen.
Okay. Alrighty. So you perch up in your tree and sit there, still swatting off mosquitoes. They're nowhere near as bad at night, but periodically they do land on you and mess with you somewhat. But several hours go past. You hear a few strange sounds from time to time. Things that kind of sound like this. Just periodically. Like, not very often, but
So like bubbling water, kind of?
yeah.
Splashing.
Oh,
Ooh.
Like something that may be swimming around or moving around in the deeper swamp waters. But as a general, nothing uncanny or unnatural comes out to interfere with the three of you, or four of you now as you sleep. Okay, so Kia or Radovan, who gets the second watch? Or are you going to wake this guy up?
I ain't fucking touching him.
I'll go.
Okay, so I'll wake
happy
Kia.
to do it.
Okay, Kia, so you are awake.
Like, not climbing a tree, I'll just be leaning against the tree, I guess.
Climbing a tree is beneath you.
I just don't want to
above
fall
you.
on that guy.
Alrighty.
Okay, here's a spot check.
13,
Okay.
which is a total of 18, and
My listen check.
listen check. See how observant you are.
Oh, almost very observant.
Almost. Okay, so no.
Dang.
Well, you sleep out. The bright and early hours of the morning arrive. The sun peers its little head through the clouds. One of the first things you notice is when you wake up, there is a kind of probably at least 3 to 4 foot of gas, like mist, all the way around you, making it very hard to see below your feet.
Okay.
Or below your waist, to be honest.
No fireballs, Kia.
He gets up and says, you're going to want to, for the first few hours, you're going to want to pay particularly close attention to where you step. Stay right behind me if you know what's good for you.
I did
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yep.
Well, come on then. And Mr. Personality begins to trudge his way once again through the swamp. And that brings us to our first break.
Cool.
Okay, the second day of marsh travel. Here we go. Let's move you guys further into such a pleasant area. I actually do have an overland marsh map that I could display because it would be better than the advertising banner here.
Ooh.
That is a really nice looking marsh. I like it.
You want to live there? It's kind of cool, huh? There's a house.
No, I don't want to live there. I
Sell you
love
some
your
real
map.
estate. Let me uncover that for our people here. The map cover off. There you go. There's a marsh for you.
Yeah, it looks like a marsh.
So right now we have Column in front, and you guys kind of moving behind. So Column's carefully moving forward as per you. Don't step there. Stay. Don't veer too far to the left. It gets deep there. Okay. So he says, kind of looking at you as once again you're slapping off the mosquitoes and getting wetter because there's a lot of sinkholes at this point. Initially, Colin was trying to walk around most of them, but he's given up now. He's trudging through them because it's like at this point there is no dry area. You're going to be at least, ankle deep. So, as much as I hate to say it, guys, it is starting to get very temper flary at this point.
Okay, so we're very annoyed.
I'm gonna basically, unfortunately, and here's the kicker. Radovan and Racer are definitely having the worst of it because you're squatting mosquitoes as well as trudging through the crap. Kia is not squashing mosquitoes, but she finds this traipsing through the water probably worse than you guys do. So you're all on about
I'm like a prissy girl walking.
Yeah, and you
through
really
the
are.
swamp.
You guys are about an equal amount of I am thoroughly pissed off with this. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to make a marks check.
Oh
Holy
no!
crap.
Here it comes, guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Sturban, thank you for the follow.
Just a D20, right?
D20
Willpower.
roll. Yep. It's a
Oh,
D20.
it's willpower?
It's a D20 willpower save check, but you have to count your modifiers, which depends on the number of times that the mark has already taken over.
So what's the base mark?
15 is your base mark. So you're basically
Oh,
trying to go
man.
above 15,
Jeez.
and you're adding your willpower base save, plus then you've got your modifiers.
Nope, I fail.
Oh no.
So
Oh,
Racer
see what
is
happens
thoroughly ticked. Not-
Oh!
Oh crap! No!
A 1.
Gosh!
My gosh.
Oh my god!
Natural 20.
And Radovan. So for everybody that wanted, Kia Liana was the first one to roll a failfish.
You all suck.
So anybody that
Betting
bet
on
that it
me.
would be Kia Liana that would roll the first one, it is you guys that are correct.
Oh man.
And Radovan scores the first nat 20.
I'm not happy about this, though.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
yeah,
the
good
problem.
freaking
This
luck.
guy, I don't think people realize the epic situation that's about to go off.
Okay, so we need to put another tick on our mark, right?
If you failed, yep. If you failed your mark check, add another tick. So Kia, this is your second time to fail. Racer, is this your fourth?
No, this is my 4th time to fail. Are you kidding me?
Yours?
Yeah.
Really?
I've lost it so many times. Like, not I lost it.
She got jealous to fight in the.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Most of hers have not been
Yeah, it
physically
hasn't been
confrontational.
physical.
they
too much.
weren't like aggro based.
Okay, so Radovan, you are holding your shit together. But here's the kicker. So here's what's going on. So Raisa is literally at the back of the party going, I've had enough of this. And she's just losing her shit.
So basically, my fuse is like this long for anything. Like I'm just like.
you have basically you're to the point now where you're enraged.
So somebody could look at me wrong, and I would like tear him a new one.
Well, it's to the point now where you're slashing at mosquitoes with your dagger. It's like just losing your
Watch
crap.
me like hack myself.
Kia, you're probably at the point where you are doing similar things. Of course, you don't really use a dagger, so you're more like burning hands, just like trying to eradicate the mosquitoes around you.
Okay.
And yes, your arms are glowing bright blue. The marks are kicking in.
Okay.
So, Radovan, witnessing this and knowing that you guys are probably inches away from a inter-party explosion, because Kia's not, I mean, like, she almost just set your hair on fire. She's not really caring where it's...
How does Cole feel about
and
this?
the other problem is, because of the rage, you guys are starting to, like, wander a little more than you probably should as well, like... As you're like, get out, just driving all over the place.
Wouldn't Call kind of be like, the fuck?
He's like, he stops here and kind of
scared.
turns around and he's like, just looking like,
I am immediately
Easy.
going like,
easy.
turn around. Please turn around, call him. Walk with me for a second.
As you say that, suddenly, out of the water behind Column, there is a massive, huge, big splash.
Oh no, my friend!
As something comes crashing out of the water itself,
Oh my god.
right
Oh my
behind
gosh.
Column. What is it? What could it be?
Oh,
Oh my god!
is it actually that big, man?
Yes, it is that big.
How did it fit in the fucking lake? It's so big.
Well, this is like all water, and it does fit into that
Yeah.
big puddle.
Oh my
So
god.
basically, all of a sudden, it comes emerging up out of the puddle,
Oh shit, call it
splashing
back.
wildly as it does so.
Does it eat column?
We're about to find out if it eats Column or not, aren't we?
Oh my gosh.
My.
See, if Column would have been
gosh.
paying attention and wasn't distracted by you crazy people, he probably would have been okay, right? That was the bad news. The good news is you now have something to vent your anger on. Huh?
Yeah.
I got your back.
I kind of just want to run for the hills,
It,
you know?
it lunges out and it grabs hold of Column's leg.
Oh shit, man!
It bites down and it begins to pull him backwards towards the water. He is screaming bloody murder,
Wolf.
clawing at the dirt and the sludge as he's like being pulled in. He's like, "Help me! Help me!" I think it's initiative time,
I was just
ladies
gonna
and
say
gentlemen.
initiative.
Let's see what we have today.
11.
Racer is on an
6.
11. Rado is on a
Oh, wow.
6, and Kia is on a 7. You know, they're
Like-
very slow to react. It's all that
Get
extra
all
weight
the-
of the
We're
water.
surprised.
Bad
Yeah.
rolls out.
I'm
Get 'em
going to
out.
roll to see where Colin would normally be. He would be at a 10 if he survives long enough to worry about it. And now let's check for our little gator friend. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually good. Gator Boy's on a 4.
Nice.
Okay, so suddenly seeing this, you're already pent up and full of anger. So remember, Kialiana and Raisa, you are fighting under the guise of blind rage. So you can't really,
Strategize?
there's not a whole bunch of strategy. It's
Yeah.
all rage, kill, murder, death.
Okay.
Just like it is before, which
Murder, death,
means
kill?
you're going to go for the most obvious ways to hurt things first.
Dang it.
And sometimes that doesn't necessarily
Not
mean
what I wanted to do.
it doesn't go well
I
for
know.
everybody. So, gotta love those marks of intrigue. So, Racer, seeing this, suddenly there is a focus for your anger. How dare this giant freaking pair of leather-bound shoes jump out of the ground or out of the water and try to murder your guide.
All right.
So,
well,
what do you want to do?
I was gonna say grab my bow and fire, but that would be logical. So considering I already have my dagger out and I'm swatting at mosquitoes, I'm just gonna run for its head.
Okay, it's 10 feet for each square, and so you can basically, you can charge straight over there and dive in at it.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Not good.
Not what I want to do, but what the mark's making
It's
me
what
do.
the marks are making you do. Okay, so you basically dive Crocodile Dundee style into the water, which of course is considerably deeper than everywhere else around you. And are going to make a
jeez.
charge attack at this thing, which gives you +2 to hit. So slash at this overgrown pair of wannabe boots.
So that's a +2.
+2 to hit, yep.
So it's a +9 then. 19.
Okay, with a 19, you hit it. You stick your dagger into the huge brute, and which would, or your, actually, you probably got your short sword because it would have been the natural thing for you to drag.
Yeah.
So, short sword, d6 +2 for damage. For 4. Okay. So you
Great.
jump
Hey.
in the water and stab into it, and immediately you realize you're kind of up to here.
Shit.
Like, as you're slashing at this thing. Okay, Kia!
Unfortunately,
This is where
First thing
things
that
get
comes,
ugly, you see.
Kia's mind is whatever does the most damage. So
Oh,
she takes
sorry.
a fireball right to the belly of the beast.
Okay,
Oh.
so...
Might hit her.
Can I
friend.
duck in the water?
Well, actually, Racer, because you do have... Here's the kicker. You do have avoidance. So you will be able to make a saving throw, because the marks don't make you suicidal as such. They make you enrage. And if you do succeed, you will take no damage instead of only half damage. The bad thing is it's hard to resist Kia magic because of that damn high charisma. So you have caster level of 7 + 4. You need a 21 or higher.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, here's my roll.
So let's see how much 7d6 of damage. It could be worse.
True.
Could also kill you.
Holy
28 points of damage you don't want, Racer.
Okay, so
I'm
I
so
have to
sorry.
roll a saving throw?
Yep, it is you're making a reflex save, and you want to roll 21 or higher. If you succeed, you take no damage. If you fail, you eat all of it. Okay.
Ouchie.
Sorry, 28 points of damage, Racer.
Ow!
Oh, Raisa!
So basically, Kia just damn nigh incinerated her. Now let's... unfortunately, your guide is taking that as well. He can't save, because he's locked in the jaws of a huge beast.
Oh, I'm a terrible person.
So Column is blasted, and the beast takes it as well. So basically, the fireball lands. Let me. I don't know why I need to have a fireball on every map
Can you turn down the music a little?
because they look so pretty.
Cheyenne, I love you, man.
I know.
He's
So
laughing his ass off, isn't he? Okay, let's have a 20-foot fireball.
Oh my god.
There we go. So.
Ouchie.
Alright, so Kia fireballs this area here, and everybody basically gets semi-incinerated. Okay, so, with that being said, it's now Radovan's turn to choose to do something. Whoa, what
Okay.
is going on with my map? Sorry.
Where is Cullum in all this? He's dead, right? I mean,
He is basically, Column is in the jaws of the croc, and surrounded by flame as well.
because I know Risa got really hurt there, so my first inclination is to heal my friend. At the same time, though, we can't afford to lose Cullum. If I try to save
Have you ever heard
Cullum-
the phrase, pick one?
mean, that fireball would not wake Raisa out of her rage, right? Or turn it against her, correct?
No.
Turn it against Kia.
She's still enraged. In fact,
She's
it's going to make
focused.
her worse because she just got hurt. She's going to ah! In fact, now it's probably Kia that's going to eat. That's Raisa's next logical action is going to be to go for Kia because she knows damn well where that fireball came from.
Which is good because then Kia can fireball again, and I won't be there.
Yeah, the problem is it was when she suddenly jumps out and starts stabbing Kia
just
to
be
death.
stabbing me in the face.
Yeah, but I'm this deep in water. It's gonna take me a while to get out.
Yeah, it'll take you a round to get there. You won't be able to hit her the first round, that's for sure. Okay, so come ahead. What are you doing,
So
man?
I'm going for Column, and I'm going to use my strength domain to try to pull him from the Croc's jaws.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
All right, so you have a sudden burst in strength, and you are going to try to prise him from the jaws of death.
Pretty much.
Let's go ahead and make a dice roll then, my friend.
All right, so my grapple's usually 7 total.
Well, this isn't going to be a grapple check because you're not grappling the crocodile or the alligator.
Well, I'm grappling my friend.
This is Louisiana, guys. This is. We actually have alligators this big here.
Okay, so what is
So
it?
it's going to basically be a strength test, but you're using the +5 modifier.
Right.
So D20 +5 with your strength boost.
Did you say you were enlarging?
You're going to be rolling against the gator's strength as well. So it's basically a resisted roll.
Are you sure it's +5? Because my strength is a 2 usually, and my strength domain is like +7.
Yeah, which gives it a +7 to your strength, which equals a +5 modifier.
All right. Come here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You have an 11. Okay, unfortunately, the bite on a 60-foot gator is way harder. The jaw pressure is more than even your godly enhanced strength comprises. You're like, it doesn't move. Okay.
Okay. Shit.
So with that point, our gator friend. Now I do actually before I do that, I do need to make a dice roll. I forgot to do this. There is a chance when it took all that colossal damage, it may have let go instinctively of your guide.
Oh, true.
So I will roll that openly. There's a 50-50 chance. So /R100 or D100. If it is 50 or less, it let go of him, and then you may want to choose to change your action. I forgot to roll this roll. If it's over 50, it grabbed hold of him.
I would do the action anyway. Okay.
Yes!
20. Okay, so it did let him go.
So
you
wouldn't
don't
use my
have
strength
to
domain.
prize him free.
I wouldn't do that, and what I would do is heal Raisa, actually.
Okay, that's
I mean,
why
I
I'm
was
asking.
down
Okay.
the next logical.
All right,
So,
so if that's the
Yay!
case, then dump a heal on Racer. What do you want to
Heal
use?
her so she can kill me.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a moderate.
Well,
That was a lot of damage.
Okay. You will probably, when you do so, you will invoke an attack of opportunity from Racer.
But I'm not doing anything bad to her.
She doesn't
man.
care. She's enraged. You go over
God
there with your
damn it.
hands and reach for her.
Raisa, if you
she is going to slash out. That's
All right.
That's the rage thing. I mean,
Fine.
she's not going to
Fine.
kill you, dude.
Fine. Attack me, Raisa. Go ahead.
So you need to hit
Bring it.
Radovan, or try to hit Radovan.
To get a heal me first?
Well, it's whether the attack of opportunity will come first. As he
Okay.
reaches for you to heal you, you're going to stab at him.
Okay,
if
so
you
this
hit
is going to
him,
be...
You want
so
low
+7.
numbers now.
Yeah.
um,
No, that's
no, he hits you.
23.
So do D6 point. What is your AC? What is your AC, Radovan?
It's 22 right now.
Oh, it's one higher than it needed to be. Okay, so she does hit you. So roll D6 plus 2 for damage.
Raisa.
I'm sorry, man. Come on, one.
Racer hits you for 5. You have a concentration check of 15 to make in order to successfully
You
heal
might
her.
not get you. Yeah, you might not get your heal. Just saying. All right. D20 plus 8. I did boost my concentration, but I.
Nope.
Fuck.
As he attempts to heal you, you're like, bastard! And he's like, ah! And the heal spell does not get cast. The fun of the fair. Okay.
Terrible. Awful.
So it
is
is now the
horrible.
Gator's turn. The gator is going to... So let me put Radovan in the line of fire as well. Our gator is going to snap out at somebody. On a 1, it is the barely alive column. On a 2, it is Radovan. On a 3, it is Racer. It's a gator.
It's gonna be me. You always roll
logically.
3. You always roll 3s. It's gonna be me.
Oh
Told
my
you.
gosh.
So you jinxed yourself. You jinxed
No, you
yourself.
always do. You always roll the highest number. Always. Roll 20 hacks.
Blame it on the die. Okay.
All right, guys. I think I'm
The
gonna
good
die.
news is it only rolled a 3, so it missed.
Yes.
Okay, the gator swings its jaws and now snaps about 5 feet or 5 inches in front of Racer's leg.
Oh my god.
So it missed
I'm
you.
gonna cry.
Racer, it is now your turn. Can you believe that bitch just tried to fireball you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
That
fucking...
evil biznatch. What a
Okay.
horrible creature. What a
So
horrible
being-
party member.
This deep in water.
Yep.
I'm guessing maybe only about 20 feet.
It's
of
going to
move-
take... basically, you're going to get out of there, Gator. Move him back. You're going to get to about here, but you won't be able to attack this turn.
Cool, that's where I am.
Okay. Kia. Racer is running towards you, but she hasn't done anything yet, so she's not a threat. Yet. So... What are you doing, Kia?
What is this? All right. Well,
I know what's
I'm
gonna
so
happen.
enraged, so I'm still paying attention to the crocodile, and I'm gonna fire a couple of scorching rays right at it.
Scorching rays. Okay. I'll let you off with that.
All right. Well, it might hit, our friends here. So.
No, you'll be alright. Okay, first scorching ray. Let's see if it hits. Ranged attack. Ranged touch attack. Man, these dice are rolling crazy tonight.
Ooh, no.
Nope. And the second one?
All the nights to have the worst rolling night
Oh,
ever.
whoops.
I know,
Sorry.
right? It's a fun night. The party is going to kill itself, ladies and gentlemen. It won't be the gator.
Oh my
They
god.
both missed.
No.
They both missed.
Terrible.
Radovan.
Oh shit, man. So I know Race is going for Kia, right?
I mean,
Column's still in.
you see her tear out of the water with blood and vengeance in her eyes, charging with the sword raised towards Kia. Yes.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Raisa to stop her.
Yes!
Because then Kia, and I gotta leave Column to die, man. Like, I need to do that only because I need to move the fuck away from this crocodile.
Okay.
And
Well,
so Kia can keep focusing
Column
on it.
is crawling across the floor right now, or trying to.
So I'm gonna run, so I can go over here, right?
Yes, so
And
you're
then
gonna-
cast Hold Person.
No, you can't run over there and you can move if you want to cast Hold Person. You can get to about there.
Wait, how far is each of these squares?
10 feet.
Sorry. So
But if you're
Okay.
going to cast, you only get your free action for movement. You can't do a move.
right, then that's what I'm gonna do.
And is Hold
All right.
Person ranged?
Thank goodness.
Yes, Hold
It doesn't
Person.
matter,
is
right?
ranged. Right, I
So-
just want to
Trying
get
to
away from the crocodile.
You
I don't
wuss-
want to get attacked by the
you
crocodile.
wussy. Trying to get away, wussy. Okay, Callahan, thank you for the follow. And and Fancy Tomato, thank you. And I don't know whether Sturban and Ambercore we thanked you, but if we didn't, thank you. You might have come in while we was on break. Alright, so Radovan, attempt to hold. You're gonna cast Hold Person?
Yes.
And your wisdom is what? What's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom is what is it, 16? I think. Wisdom modifier is 3.
3.
Modifier for wisdom is 3.
Okay, so Racer, you need a 20 or higher on a willpower check to not
20
or higher to not be held personed.
Oh, well, and that's just a straight D20 for me, so...
D20 plus your willpower modifier.
Yeah!
Oh, of all the times
Yes!
to roll it.
Hold it.
Oh,
Fail
one.
Okay, you are held personed.
Best fails ever!
So Racer, you're basically, which is a
You're
good thing
frozen.
because that will actually take you out of the rage when it does what's the duration on your whole person, Rado?
7 rounds, but each round on its turn, the subject may attempt a new saving throw to end the effects.
Right.
So this is a full round action that does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
So she could break free and then be normal.
She could break free at any time. If she breaks free in the first round, she's still enraged. If she breaks free subsequent rounds, she won't be.
Okay.
So,
Good to know.
okay. Gator boy. He's going to either attack Cullum or he's going to lunge at Radovan. 1 is Cullum, 2 is Radovan. So if racist theory is correct, it's going to be Radovan. And of course it is.
See, I told you.
Black magic. Okay. The crocodile or the alligator lunges and snaps down hard on Radovan. The bite does 9 points of damage, and you are basically held. You can make grapple checks against it to break free.
All right.
But it is grabbing hold of you and pulling you towards the water. The bad news is the other two are not going to be of any assistance to you. Because Kia wants to kill it, and Racer can't move. And Cullum is barely alive. So it's between you and the gator. This is where you could earn the nickname Alligator Radovan.
Crocodile Dundee.
This is where I'm going to earn the nickname of Party Wipe, considering how this fight's going. I mean, I'm going to die here.
So, Racer, you're held. Make a second saving throw.
No, I don't want to. I'm good. I'll just stay held.
Come on, 2. You're gonna get a 2.
We're good.
11. Good.
Well, what's your willpower? What's your willpower bonus?
0.
What is it?
0.
Your willpower save bonus. Your saving
0.
throw.
0.
It can't be 0.
It is.
Your will save. No, can't be for a level 7 character.
Yeah, no, your willpower's...
Look at your saving throws and look at your will save.
Well, I go by this sheet, and it's 0.
Let's see. Let me have a look. And either way, it's not +9, so I'm sure you're good.
Oh, 1.
Okay,
1
so
apparently.
it's 1. All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it is.
Oh, I've been using the wrong numbers. Cool.
Whoops.
Okay, it is a 1. Yeah, your will save is only 1, so
All right, I'm
because
gonna
you get the
this.
-1 because you're lack of. Yeah, so no, you fail anyway. That's a good thing. We're good. So you are still held, which now means because you have been held in place for 2 rounds, the rage has basically expired, and the
Good.
marks have calmed down.
Okay, I've fixed that on my sheet. I didn't know that it
That's
changed.
okay. So it is now Kia's turn.
Magic missile.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Magic
Cool.
missile.
4d4 plus
Are you
4.
still at 3d4? Are you still at 3 or is it 4 now?
4.
4. 4d4 plus 4 magic
Oh,
missile damage to our
babies.
gator.
Do your
Lots of
stuff.
pretty dice.
I'm so
For
scared.
12.
Meh, that was subpar.
Okay. 12. Okay, so your balls of blue light fly through the square or fly through the air and slam.
Does it let go of Radovan?
I'm about to make a check and see.
Ooh, come on.
Nakatuka, thank you for the follow. /R. 1D100. User was banned. Thank you for the follow. That could be arranged. Alright, less than 50, and it lets go. Over 50, it's staying chomp.
I have a feeling.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
let go.
felt
Chomp,
it.
chomp.
Dang.
Radovan, it is your turn. What do you want to
Well,
do?
I'm using my strength domain ability and trying to grapple free because I can't really do anything else, right?
You can't use it again. Once per day.
No, but I used it when I wasn't going to use it.
No, that's right.
See that go of column.
100%
So I'm
correct.
using it now.
Yes.
All right. So
Okay, so
my
you're making a
grapple's-
strength. You're basically making at this point it is a grapple check
Right.
because you are actually wrestling with the gator itself personally. So make a grapple check, and of course your strength modifier.
Be a
is +5.
legend. Come on.
All right. So if my strength modifier is +5, what my grapple is usually +7 with the 2.
So
That is hard
actually,
to
so
break.
it's a 10 plus 10.
All right.
That's a decent chance.
Yeah, it is.
Empowered by the strength of St. Cuthbert. Ooh, and he rolled a 19 at 29.
Sweet.
Radovan.
Okay.
Radovan.
Do I kick it back and like?
Actually, well,
Kick
the
him in
sad
the
thing
face.
is this thing's strength is incredibly high. It's a 23 strength. And it rolled really high, too. Fortunately
no.
for you, it rolled one less than you did. You do manage to pull, basically by grabbing the, like, as it's holding onto your lower legs, you grab its upper jaw and lift just enough to pull your leg free and push it away. So, Radovan, you are technically free from it. It is now its attack, however, and it can try to snap at you again. Which
Figures.
it's going to, because you're laying right there.
Figures.
Which is... But that's only a total of 20, and you have none of your bonuses are from Dex, right?
No.
It's all pure AC. Then no, it doesn't get you. It basically clashes against the side of your plate mail as you hear its teeth go down the side. But because if you'd have had serious minuses.
What big teeth you have, Grandma?
No, yeah, everything's strictly.
Okay, so yes, it attempts to bite down on you and misses. Racer, would you like to try to save again?
Yep, now that I'm not enraged, I'd love to.
Still gonna be you still need a big roll.
1! Yay!
Oh my
Wow!
A 1.
Failed.
Oh, I'm just gonna hang out here like this. This is how I look right now.
Exactly. Okay. We need a caption. What is coming? What would Racer say if she could say it? There you go, chat. What would Racer say? What would Racer say right now as she runs to kill Kia Liana? If she was allowed to speak, what would she be saying? You tell
But I
us.
wouldn't be running because I'm not enraged anymore.
No. Well, previously, but that was what you were doing. You were like,
Yeah.
what was about to come out of your mouth?
You
Clean,
bitch.
PG-13. Okay, so it is. Unfortunately, you didn't break the save. It is Kia's turn again.
And that was
Still
third
enraged?
time, right? It's seven
Yep.
rounds that I have. Okay.
You got 4 more rounds to go.
Still enraged, yeah?
You are still enraged, yes.
Alright.
You're
Fantastic.
just lucky that nothing else has pissed you off to incur your wrath.
I know. I'm firing another magic missile at its belly.
Alright. 5d4 plus 4d4 plus 4.
Come on, give me fours.
44. Another 12. That is 56 points of damage. Okay, it is still alive. It's very beaten up. It's bloody. It's bruised. It's seriously wounded. It does not look healthy at all. But
Good.
it is also bloodthirsty and enraged as well. So it's not exactly thinking logically either. It is Radovan's turn.
I'm gonna do my sound burst because I need to try to stun it while I scoot away.
Okay.
Get up at least. Yeah. So
Alright.
it's just a 1d8. Right. Sound
And
burst.
that gives sound burst. It needs a fortitude save.
Sound burst requires a fortitude.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it fails, so it is stunned for a
Yay!
round.
Yes.
For 7 points of damage.
And can I get here pretty much, or?
You can move like half a square, basically.
Yeah.
Thorban, thank you for the follow. So you
Yeah,
did
I'm-
7.
I'm backing the F up.
7 points of damage. Look at him go. Oh, wow. And Rockman and Raged Blazon, thank you for the follow. And Date Clip, thank you for the follow as well.
I knew it!
Wow.
Oh my god, I hate
Good
you.
That is a
Freaking
big
job.
fucking X. Look at the size of that X.
Wowzers.
That
Who
is a
knew
huge
that an
X.
alligator could be so unpleasant? Just remember that next time we go kayaking in the bayou, kids.
All
Okay,
right.
so
I just gotta say MVP right here. Just saying.
Clearly I did the most damage. Come on.
okay. Well, Kia is still pissed off, but there's nothing to be pissed off at.
Okay.
At this point in time, Radovan, you are dragging your butt like a dog who has worms along the ground, trying to avoid it.
Sounds about right.
Column is bleeding profusely, clinging
Yeah.
with one arm wrapped around a tree as blood spews from his open wounds.
And
So-
I'm like this.
So while Race is still frozen, I'm gonna go to Column and do a serious heal on him.
Okay. You're
Uh,
serious on column.
Probably go slash the gator apart.
Ah!
Yeah.
yeah,
Die!
I'm gonna let Kia do her thing. I'm not gonna bother her.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say stop that, please. I'm just letting her rage out.
Racer, within 24 seconds, basically, you're coming out of your hold anyway, so it's only a matter of time. So we'll go ahead and...
Oh, I'm hurt.
So Sirius is 3d8 plus 7 for column.
I got you,
Well,
buddy.
that was a cure light you just did, right? Oh, no, that was something. That was the blast. Sorry. Okay.
There you go, buddy. Please be okay. Column.
All right, so you heal Column for 24 points of damage. He's still injured and wounded, but he is a lot better than he was.
I'm gonna come.
You wrestled him from the jaws of death.
I'm gonna do my other Sirius. My two Siriuses on Risa. There you go. So I'm pretty much losing all my big hitters. Oh my god, that
Wow.
That heals me for half.
That
Okay.
was a great heal there, but...
That's
two.
so
Okay,
bad.
2d8 plus 7. I'll do a moderate on Risa. I'm losing all my spells, but I'm doing it. Oh my god.
All right, perfect. I'm exactly full health.
There
Thank
you
you
go. Okay,
very
so
much.
Race is healed. Okay, Kia, you finally burnt yourself out. As you slugged and slugged and slugged at this thing. What was that last heal for, Rado?
That was for me.
Oh, okay. You giving yourself a little touchy.
Little bump. Yeah, a little needle injection. You know.
I can hear him now. I don't know anybody else. When I feel the pain, I touch myself. Yeah, we know. So we know how you clerics are. Okay, so Radovan heals for 8. So you guys are all healed up.
Mostly. I'm still down.
Column
But yeah.
kind of comes staggering, still like coming to bearings with the fact that he almost died. And he's like, wasn't expecting that to happen.
Yeah.
See what happens out here? Turn your back for a minute. Not even a minute. 3 seconds. You lot were tomfooling around with mosquitoes. I turned my back and I almost got my head chopped off by some giant alligator.
Look, sir. Calm down. We got out of it. We're all alive.
Well, I very much appreciate you saving me from the jaws of death, literally. Now, if you'll
Sir.
excuse me, and he pulls out his long dagger, and he makes
not
his
have
way
any
over to
tonics?
the gator.
Tonics for the mosquitoes to rub, anything.
Oh,
to
well,
help?
I've got repellent if you want some. Didn't occur to you why they weren't biting him? Come on.
Just would think it'd be offered.
He's
a
unsociable.
guide.
He's an asshole.
You mean man.
Okay, so he pulls out this pot of gooey stuff and hands it to you. He said, slap that on anywhere that's exposed. It doesn't smell great, but it'll keep the skaters away.
That's terrible.
All right, I'm gonna hook up with that for sure.
I'm putting it all over
All right.
my face.
And he begins to start the arduous process of skinning this biatch.
Nice.
Next is Steven. Thanks for the follow. Okay. I got the remedy. Thank you for the follow.
We could have prevented
Pixel
this.
Man, thank you for the follow. Alright, so what are you going to do? Column is skinning a 60-foot long alligator, so you have a little while.
I'm gonna eat because we didn't have breakfast. We just got up and left.
Yep,
Pretty
same.
much.
Gonna eat.
Okay.
Just gonna slink down and be like, "Whew, that was something."
Yep. So Kia is on -4 on the marks now,
Yeah.
and Racer,
Myself.
are you 4 as well?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So it's 19s.
Yep.
I'm only at 3.
Yeah, you're at 17. No, 18. Okay. It's getting bad, guys. It's almost getting to the point where when it happens, it's going to happen. So anyway, it takes him
Blame it on the
almost
dice.
3 hours to skin this thing.
Holy shit balls.
But he is hell-bent on doing it. After he's done, he basically has got this ginormous rolled up alligator skin He looks at Radovan and he says, "You're a big lad. You can help me carry this."
Wait, what? You were making fun of the fact that I was already wearing all this armor. I just think might be a
It'll
little
take
too
us longer
much.
to get there, but there ain't no way I'm leaving a prize like this behind. I can tell you that for nothing.
Well, okay, we share some of the profits here, right? I mean,
Well,
don't you
I
think
suppose.
that's only fair?
I'll split it with you people 50-50.
All right,
25, 25, 25.
25.
No, I was thinking I'll get 50% and you guys can divide up the other 50.
I'm thinking
Listen,
we ought to
buddy,
get
we
25.
just saved your life. You could cut us
Well, I
a little bit
skinned
up.
it.
I could have skinned it myself.
I could have skinned you.
That's true. And you could have let me die. Alright, I'll tell you what, we'll split it equal. 25% each then.
Great idea.
Fine, but you got to help me carry it.
Yeah, ladies, help the men carry it. You know?
I say we unroll it over
Chivalry
the
is
top.
dead!
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I say we unroll it over top of all of us. You carry the head in the front, I'll carry the tail, and we'll kind of drape it over top of us, so we look like a big frickin' gator going.
You're gonna
Yes.
walk along through the swamp looking like a
Bam!
giant. It's like
Actually,
a
that's
lion
not a
dance.
bad idea. I kind of like that
It's
idea.
a Louisiana version of a lion dance.
Do it. Do it.
Okay. All right. As you traipse on through the unpleasant marsh with a huge, big, long tail trail with a giant alligator over top. All right, good job.
Can we sing "We Represent the Lollipop Guild"? The Lollipop-
If you must,
Kids.
you may. Okay. Of course, the only problem is you're still like going along. It's aggravating as hell because two members. Oh, actually, I mean, did you lather yourself up with the goop as well, Radovan? Okay. All right. Then the mosquitoes are leaving you alone, so you're okay. Well, as you
Let's
continue to walk very, very late that night, later than probably was initially expected, we are going to arrive at Inniskillian.
Yay! Ooh,
Oh,
Yay! It's a
Awesome.
shithole. Woo!
I think it looks cool.
All right, so here is Inniskillian. As you walk into Inniskillian, it is not quite what you expected. It is little more than 4 buildings perched on slightly higher ground in the deeper parts of the waters of the marsh. It may be called a hamlet, but it's little more than a trading post and a respite for marsh dwellers, hunters, and skinners. Okay, your guide basically takes you up to number 2 right here. And let me move Racer up so she can move herself.
We just follow. Yeah.
Alrighty. Which brings you to a large seated deck runs around this what looks like some kind of tavern. A thick canopy tree is growing up through the deck itself, providing additional cover. It's a very simple looking structure, but let's take you inside. The Sodden Dry Tavern, as it is called. Okay. Here you are.
I love some of these icons you choose, man.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
one. It's all fun, right? Tumbly, thanks for the follow. Nick said, thank you for the follow. And before we investigate the tavern, it's break time.
Oh, snap!
Because I do think Racer and Radovan, after their arduous, rage-enhanced combat with the giant alligator, deserve a quick Q&A break. All right, let's get back to it, ladies and gents. Back to the action. Okay, so here you are. You found your way to Inniskillian, and you have found the Sodden Dry Tavern. Inside it is a simple structure with 2 long bench tables to the right and 2 circular tables to the left. A few simple benches for seating are also lining the walls. The bar is in the far left corner. It has barrels seated upon it, and it is tended by a middle-aged man with brown hair wearing a plain white shirt. To the right of the bar, an open-planned kitchen is seen. It seems to be worked by dark-skinned and dark-haired sisters. Twins, by the looks of it, in fact. It is the source for the delicious smell that wafts into your nostrils as you walk in. It is definitely not the sort of pleasant thing you would have expected to find here. A boar is roasting over an open flame pit, and thick steaks are being cut from it, seasoned and laid on a large platter on the table.
Just a question. Did we walk in with the alligator skin still?
Oh, absolutely. He's dragging it behind him. He doesn't care.
Wow.
Awesome. So we're
Okay.
a train of alligator skin
So
right now?
Column literally drags it straight through the middle, drops it here on the floor, and I guess you guys are going with him, and he goes straight up to the bar. Everybody turns and is looking at this thing as it lays there. Column goes up to the bar and proudly says, "I'll have 4 of your best ales, please."
Oh shit.
I just go sit down and kind of like.
You guys sitting at the table? Okay.
I'm sitting at this bench. I'm
The
just
bloke-
like,
the barman, he's like, "That's a big one." And he said, "Biggest I've seen. Reckon it must be 70 foot. Killed it in the swamps, we did. Almost took my leg off. But we got him. We got the bugger. Well, that's gonna fetch you a pretty penny, that is, isn't it?" "I reckon so." "Got to split it with them folk over there. What are you sitting over there for? Come up to the bar. Have a drink. We need to celebrate. We're alive."
We can celebrate over here.
I'm going to go up to the bar.
Okay.
Okay.
He slides one of the glasses of ale towards you. "Drink up." Your friends not very sociable, are they? People have the people have the accusation of causing me or calling me unsociable.
Well,
Come on, you two, come and get a bevy.
I'm fine over here, thanks.
You sure? I think you need to make a willpower check. You almost died.
I'm gonna sit next to Radovan.
Can't my friends stop me?
They could, but they haven't done so yet. You know what?
Ooh.
That ale does sound mighty good, Radovan.
Oh crap!
It really does. Sounds good.
Well, this is a test to see how good my friends actually
just
fucking are.
It's just
saying.
one ale, and you do deserve it after all. You almost died. I mean,
Can I come up and like tap him on the shoulder?
I'm being his conscience for him.
Like,
Rado
Radovan,
conscience.
How he's
do you
justified.
really want that?
And actually, as Key is saying that, as Call slides it over, I'm just gonna like hold it in front of me, kind of like
Oh, so you're
put
gonna
my
like,
arm
put your
out.
hand out to stop
Yeah,
it?
yeah. And just kind of sit
Okay.
in front of
So
me
the
and
girls
grab the new
are
mug.
actually intervening.
Grab the new
Um,
mug and drink out of that one too. So now I got 2.
Okay. Whew. They are my friends. They do love me.
Maybe.
Alright.
No,
Maybe.
man, I just don't want you to be screwy in combat. So
Maybe I'm just really thirsty. Okay.
Oh, water, please.
Alright, so, okay, you stop it, and he hands you a glass of water instead. With the girls helping you intervene, you were close. So, as much as you're looking at that ale thinking, that looks so good, you are able to stop yourself. Okay, good job.
know.
So, he says, we'll have this over the, over at Skinner's in the morning. He goes, I bet, he goes, if we'd have had the whole thing, Leo Frick would have liked it. He could have stuffed it. But just too heavy to carry, see? So we just took the skin. Anyway, my friends here, they... Oh, you owe me 5 gold. You down there in the corner, I said you owe me 5 gold. I got you here.
I hand it over.
Says, appreciate it. We'll sell this gator skin in the morning. I'll be sure to give you your share.
Sounds good.
Well, if it's not too much trouble, I give me an excusement. He goes, I'd like a... And he kind of he slaps 5 silver on the bar. He says, you know what I'm getting. The bartender just nods. And he makes his way over to this table here. You hear him say, "Hello, my lovelies. Give us one of them, then." And he reaches over and grabs one of the cooked steaks and puts it like with a fork, slaps it on a plate, and then he goes and sits here at the table and starts stuffing his face.
I'm gonna follow his example.
And after Radovan leaves, I'm gonna look to the bartender and I'm gonna give him the 2 mugs of ale and just say, "Thank you, but I'm done with these. Just shh," and pass him his way.
Oh no, fair enough. If you wanna help yourself to the buffet, it's 5 silver each.
I'll put the 5 silver up. And actually, Radovan already left, so I'll put another 5 up.
Radovan just went up and helped himself.
Yep,
Okay,
pretty much.
yeah. Basically, what they're doing is they're cutting. There's one that's turning like a spit over here, with all kinds of fresh vegetables, and then one of them is tending the grill or the pig roast. So literally, they cook them, they slap them up there, and you go help yourself.
Nice.
So I mean, it's the medieval equivalent of an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Well, I'm eating all I can eat.
This is how you know it's Louisiana.
Actually,
Alligators,
I'll sit here in
swamps,
case
and
Keo
all you
wants
can
to
eat.
upset me. Alright.
Keo's still at the
Thanks for the
bar,
follow.
you know?
Well, fine. I go sit down, join him as well.
Right, I know I've got some messages coming in. I can't check the messages right now, guys, so I'll check them later. Okay, so you guys sit down.
Sub hype!
Sub, it's a resub from Zombie Stein.
Zombie!
Zombie
Thank
resub.
you.
Hi, thank you, dude. Spam those rollies.
Rollies!
Have a few rollies, courtesy of me. There you go. Spam your rollies, spam your rollies. All right, so you guys basically you sit down and start chowing down on your seasoned pork. And it is actually some of the best food you've had in a long time.
Paste
And Paystain as well. Thank you
Yes!
also for the resub.
Hey.
Hi,
Hey.
hi.
Hey.
Thank you.
There you go. A huge big wall of rollies going.
There's a lot of green.
And Tacky!
Thank you.
Thank you for the
Tacky,
resub as
buddy.
well.
Yay. That's so awesome.
What the what?
What the what? Resub hype. Nothing but a wall of rollies.
Alright, so we're chowing down here.
Alright, yep.
I'm gonna ask Colum about
enjoying
getting
your
a room.
delicious food.
Yeah, like what would it entail? Is this where the rooms are to stay in? Column?
Yep. You can stay upstairs.
Alright. Cool. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna, retire. I'm exhausted, so.
I'll sell this gator skin in the morning. You can come with me if you like. Make sure I'm being fair to you.
I think the ladies will go with you. I think that'll be good. I'll ask around and stuff.
Fair enough.
But thank you for everything, Colum.
Thank you for the money. Oh, I appreciate you not letting that gator chew me up and swallow me as well.
What time in the morning would you like to head out to sell the pelt?
Oh, not too early. Skinner won't be up and probably until, I don't know, 7.
Alright.
7. Early. Not too early. 7.
Okay, well,
with that, I think I'll retire.
Colum goes over and gets his second helping of steaks. Comes back and sits down and continues to chow down.
I'm gonna go to the innkeeper and say, can I have a room, please?
Oh, absolutely.
How much would that be?
5 silver a night. Do you want a hot bath?
Oh, yes, please.
7
Sounds
silver a
perfect.
night.
All right, here's 7 silver. Just do
Right. Hand you a room key. Says, I'll have the girl here in the court. And it points at this kind of demure-looking creature that's just sitting with her. She's got her legs up around her. She's like holding her knees as she's sitting on the bench. She goes, I'll have her come up and bring you some hot water shortly.
Thank you.
How old does she look?
About 15, 16
Oh,
years
okay.
old.
Okay. All right.
Too old for Radovan.
You roll for Radavan. Oh, but I'm gonna go upstairs to my room, basically.
Okay. So Radavan heads upstairs.
I don't want to be down here, you know.
Okay, those of you downstairs, you see the girl. She takes over what looks like a large metal bucket with a rag, puts it near the grill where the pork is being cooked, and after about 10 minutes, she goes, takes it off, carts it up the stairs.
Awesome.
Okay, basically, she brings you a big, hot, steaming bucket of water.
Yep, I'm gonna strip down to my skinnies, and I'm gonna go take a nice bath. Clean my
The whole
clothes, too.
concept of a bath is more like a strip wash with hot water. There's not an actual bath as such. It's
I know. I'm making it's a tub.
Just want to make
It's a
sure you're not
little-
getting too
He just
excited.
wants to say he's gonna strip down to his
You won't
skinnies.
fit
That's
in an
pretty much what I
entire.
wanna say.
A 6'2" guy or 6'4" guy doesn't fit in a single bucket of water. But
A sponge bath, as it were.
that's it.
If you were a
sponge bath.
halfling, it would be a different story. So.
If it's a hobbit. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, after a third helping of meat, he says, "Well, I'm turning in," and he heads out the door.
All right, I'll go up and sleep the night away as well.
Okay, so you're getting a room as well.
Yeah.
Do you wish for hot water as well? Peyton, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, I smell like a swamp, so.
All right, so 7 silver for you, and
Okay.
what about
For me.
Raisa?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, so all of you head upstairs and have a good night's rest. Okay.
In.
Are you two? So, are any of you planning on going with Column to sell the skater skin in the morning?
I was.
Okay.
I'm not.
So
I'm
you
sleeping-
guys
I'm
are sleeping
sleeping
in,
Oh yeah.
and Raisa and Column are going to go sell the skin.
I just don't trust him.
Let me move you to inner skill. There we are.
How
Okay.
untrustworthy are you? Wait, what?
Not enough to kill him. Alrighty. Well, here now it's daylight. You can see the place a lot better. The water is, it's more like deep bayous at this point. In and around this area, let me move those that are not here off. You can actually see there are some rowing boats moored up. There are long bridges that connect building number 2 and 4. There's a dock outside of building number 3. So, Column heads into this building right here, number 1. Wanders up to the wanders inside. You can see what looks like all manner of alligator skins, large fish, some of those swamp cats that he was talking about, and various other strange-looking creatures that are all skinned and laying out to dry. Dragging the gator behind you two, he brings it up, slaps it down on the floor. Well, how much for this one? You see the man kind of look at it rather curiously. He says, "Is that all one piece?" "Yep." "That's a big one, isn't it?" He goes, "Yep." "Well, we'll have to weigh it, of course." "Go on then." So they roll it up and they put it on this oversized scale. He says, "Oh, that's make quite a lot of things could come out of this. I reckon. I'll tell you what. To be fair, I'll give you 20 gold for it. That ain't enough." "Well, 25 then." "No." His haggling skills are amazing.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
I should take
Well,
a lesson from him, you know?
30 is as high as I'm willing to go. He turns to look at you and he says he reckons 30. What do you think?
Can I appraise it? Like, would I have any skill of that?
If you can, basically, if you make a successful animal handling skill first, and then a successful appraisal skill, yes.
Okay, so now I have a plus. Do I get my plus to that now from my book?
Yes, you do.
Yay!
What? The what?
Oh,
And you
fuck.
still fail miserably.
It's hard to know because nothing in your book references a gator skin of this size. It's all. I mean, you know that maybe 10 gold would be a fair price for a regular pristine gator skin.
And
But
how big
this
is a
is-
regular grater? You just for.
At the maybe
8,
20 feet.
10.
This
So
No.
this
is
one's like 2 times.
20
times.
feet for a normal gator?
Okay. So I'm
about 20
gonna.
feet. Yeah.
No.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Alligators can run to about 20 feet.
Nah. Anyway,
So
who
I'm-
cares?
Florida versus
Why
Louisiana going
why
on
do you
here.
not think that an alligator can is 20 foot long?
I don't know. Whatever. I guess I don't think about how long the tail can go.
You've got to, yeah. I mean, you're talking from nose to tip of the tail.
I would think more like 15.
And
Anyway,
that's,
who cares?
That's
Who
in
cares?
the real world, though. This is a fantasy world.
Okay, you're
Things
right.
get bigger.
So I'm just gonna shake my head. No.
Okay. He says, I think you're gonna have to do better than that. Honestly, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to sell something this big, and move it and ship it and all. He says, do you want to get involved in an attempt to haggle with this guy, or are you just gonna let our friend Colum deal with it?
I'm just trying to come up with something witty. It's not working.
Peekaboo, bitch. No.
So I'll say, what's the biggest gator you've
Chewie,
ever
thanks for
seen?
the follow. Me?
To this,
I
the
don't-
shop owner, yeah.
22, 23 foot.
And what would you say this
Well,
is?
Thanks for the follow. And Exod TV, thank you for the follow. And he says, well, I measured it. It's 62 foot long.
So you've never seen one this big. You really think 30 gold is a fair price?
I mean, you might find someone to pay more than that, but I gotta buy it and then sell it on spec. Gotta make a profit.
Wait, you said you could get a lot of pieces out of it.
Well, I could, but the thing is, it might have a greater value if you sold it intact.
It might, won't it?
Well, possibly, yeah.
Possibly, yes.
Okay, do you wish to make, let's see, a diplomacy check, please?
Let's go diplomacy.
Fireball.
30 gold.
Alright, so yeah, 30 gold is the agreed upon price, which is, yeah, it's not terrible.
All right.
But it's not
Caravan shoulda
divisible by
gone.
4.
There you go, right?
All right.
I totally overpaid Column, didn't I?
Maybe.
Yeah. 10 golds. Yeah, I did.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, alrighty. Yep. Yeah, I'm basing that based on, I know the world record alligator was in real world was 19.2 feet. Just so you know.
Why do you know that?
I live
He
in
lives in
I live in
Louisiana.
Louisiana. We're surrounded by alligators. I have
They
them.
have nothing better to do in that state.
I have alligators like 2
I
minutes
see
away from my
alligators
house.
too. All the
All
So
Alrighty.
my theory
Okay.
being that if they grow 19 foot in the real world,
time. In D&D world, they'll grow
in
to
D&D they're going to be
60
bigger
foot.
because everything grows bigger. Okay, so anyway,
Is D&D
30
Texas?
gold it is. So you get 30 gold divided 4 ways.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. That's not... Okay, so like 7.
Wait,
so-
so the world record is 19
7
feet.
and a half.
So the average is 20 feet.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah. Yeah.
You totally just like
Who cares?
What did I say?
you said the average is 20 feet.
No, not the average,
But
the
he-
record.
But
No, but
record is
before,
just shy of
Before
20
that,
feet.
you
said
said the
20
average was
feet.
20.
Yeah, and this is, yeah, okay.
Rock Wars.
Average is about 10 foot.
That's not what you said. Though.
You said 20 before. That's why Jane was like, "What?"
No, I didn't mean average. I meant the biggest that they had. Sorry. Okay, Jane. I see where you're coming from
Gee.
now. I'm with you.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Jane,
awesome.
Jane was so surprised, like, this can't be. What?
I guess I've never seen a Louisiana alligator.
Well, the crocodiles
that the
in
next
New
time
York
you-
City average
Next
are
time
30
you come to
feet,
stay,
just saying.
Jane, we're going
Oh,
gator
totally.
fishing
Oh, yay.
in
Actually,
kayaks.
Canadian gators are average of 20 feet for sure.
They are. They get.
Oh
pretty
yeah,
big.
they're everywhere. Canadian gators.
Yeah, I know. I think it's 19.2 is the record for a gator, but crocs get way bigger. Way bigger. Hashtag kill the rules lawyers. Damn straight. There you go, Neo. Kill them all. All right.
That's funny, okay.
We are.
So 7.5 gold, everybody. That's what you
Yep,
get.
there you go. 7.5
Okay.
gold.
Hey!
Hey, more than paid for. You almost covered your expenses, and
I'll take it.
there you go. So, what do you once you lazy bastards get up?
Get some food. Yep.
Okay, so
I don't.
let's go back inside the Sodden Dry Tavern.
Let's find out where this guy is.
So when I get back, I want to give you guys your gold, and then I'm going to say, just to Radovan and Kia, hopefully we're private.
After you've concluded business, he doesn't seem to be particularly interested in being sociable to you guys.
Excellent.
So,
All right.
I mean, he's there to talk to if you want to talk to him, but
Nope.
nope. Constep, thanks for the follow.
So, you guys, do you think we should ask around at the inn if anybody knows where Perwin is, or should we just head out?
Well, we're asking. Are you kidding me?
Well, you're asking.
You're asking Radovan.
Hint, bloody hint.
Porwin Corvin.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Porwin Corvin. That's his name.
Horwin?
Porwin.
Steve Irwin.
Horwin Corvin.
Yeah.
That's a crazy name.
Ahmed
Harwin
Halib. Okay. Corwin.
Corvin. Yeah. Like Corvin Dallas.
Multipass. Lilu Data's multipass. Okay.
Multipass.
All right.
Multipass.
I want to look around the tavern to see what the type of people are around.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, you've got the two dark-skinned and dark-haired twins over here, which definitely do not look like the ilk of people that you have seen. They look closer, other than the dark hair, they look a lot closer to the people that you saw in and around Deverdeck.
Okay.
You've got a couple of average-looking fellows over here. There is a scruffy-looking young guy over at this table, but there are two uniform-dressed people here. They're wearing, like, long gray robes. And they are also somewhat dark-skinned.
They look so happy. I want to join their table. That
Well,
one guy's like,
look at all the
not
food
that
they've
again.
got.
Not that again.
Radovan's going to hit on the locals.
Well, I do want to go to the twins, but I'm actually gonna
That's what she said.
I'm gonna step to this table right here, and just
Okay, the two dark-haired people, or the dark-skinned men, kind of turn and look at you with a scowl. The other man steps up, or sits up, and slides out of the bench, moves in beside you, and says, "They will not talk to you."
I'm just looking for a person who has been known to frequent the area surrounding here. I didn't mean to intrude.
Oh no, they won't talk to you because they have a vow of silence.
They look so happy.
Oh,
What?
they are happy.
Well, my name is Radovan Rainier. I'm looking for this guy, Perwin Corvin.
Perwin Corvin?
Perwin Corvin.
He says the name as he looks at the other two, and they don't react. Let me make a listen check for that guy. Okay. He says, "I do not believe I know such a person. And by the looks on their faces, they do not either.
Okay.
Would you care for some chicken?"
No thanks. I just ate. But thank you. Carry on your business. I did not mean to to interrupt you guys.
Well, I hope you have a pleasant afternoon and day.
Not much conversation at that table anyway.
Well then, you got two people with a vow of silence. Come on, how good could it be, right?
I sit down and say, yeah, they know nothing.
Okay.
Alright, what's your next plan? Plan B.
Okay, well,
What about those guys?
Okay,
Right there.
one of you ladies go to the twins, and I'll go to the guys at the table. Come on, like, we'll work together.
Double team them.
Are you sure? No, Radovan, you just go.
Kia, are you? I'll go talk. Well,
I'm
there
just
are
not,
actually.
not great.
What are the girls pretty?
Fairly.
Twins are annoying.
I mean, they
I
are
wanna
quite
talk to
attractive
twins.
in a strange, kind of alluring sort of way because they're
Like an
very
intimidating
different.
way?
Sorry?
In an intimidating way, in any way, shape, or form?
They are a little intimidating just
There's
because
no. Okay, I will
they're-
not talk to them. Racer won't talk to them.
They've got kind of a very stern
Okay.
look and that dark
Yeah.
skin and dark complexion. They're
All right.
very
No.
kind of...
Since you said they're attractive, I will go over there.
I mean, they're not, they're not Kia attractive.
I'm just gonna like kind of buff myself up, like adjust my
You're
armor.
you're 6'4" and you're wearing a full suit of plate mail. It doesn't get more buff than that. Clang, clang, clang. I mean, you can do this all day long. The chest mail is only going out so far.
All right.
Alrighty, so you head over there,
Hello, ladies.
and they both turn to scowl at you.
My name is Radovan Rainier. How do you guys do?
They look at each other like,
Do you speak Common, maybe, or Elvish? Dwarvish? I
the
speak
girl here on the left. She kind of takes half a step forward, and
Whoa.
she says, "Yes, so we speak your language just fine."
Ethnic twins.
What a
Shiggles!
the way you said that, the ethnic twins. All right. My friends over there and I are looking for a particular gentleman who's been known to frequent the area around Enniskillen. He goes by the name, shit, what the hell's the name again? Something Corvin, right?
Corwin? Corvin.
Porwin Corvin. There we go. You heard of this guy? Is he coming here maybe looking for food?
I do not know this man. I have not heard of his name before.
He's a
Jiggles.
weird... He's a weird guy. Come on. He's, anything? Any weird...
We have very
hermit-like-
strange people come here, but I have not seen such a person. I do not know this name. Do you have a idea of his look?
Well, he's like a hermit. He's very antisocial.
As many of the folk that come here are. There are skinners and hunters.
He's yeah, I got nothing. Like I've never met him before, so
Then I cannot help you.
okay. Thank you. I guess.
Can I have your number?
Can I have it? Can I have your number? Okay, at
I'm
this point, Colin is kind of looking over to you, and he's like shaking his head as he sips from his glass of ale.
I'm just gonna turn and briskly walk back, sit down next to Kia, and say, "Yeah, that didn't go too well. No one seems to know this guy."
Colin, once again, he kind of looks across, and he's like,
No. Do I see it or is
Yeah.
it? Okay. I walk over and just like, yes.
he said, "You didn't tell me you were looking for him."
Oh. You know him.
You've heard of him?
Cracked
Nope.
he is.
Oh,
Not
what other
right
guy lives out in the Barrens?
in the
Is
head.
weird. Yeah, well, Do you know where he is?
No one knows where he is. No sane person lives out there.
Well, we kind of need to see him. It's like a matter of utmost urgency.
My advice to you, and only because Not only did you pay me, but you saved my life. Stay away from him. He's an ill-boding sort.
That's not possible. If you can track him possibly with...
I've seen him messing with dead corpses out in the marsh. He fished some dead guy out. Pallid and white he was. Been there a while, I'd reckon. Grabbed the corpse, threw it over his shoulder and dragged it off with him. For whatever unnatural purposes. I'm telling you, don't mess with him. Nothing good can come of it.
Well, nothing can come of my friends and I not seeing him. Our situation is dire, and we are in trouble. And if he deals with corpses, that is something I can deal with. I can lay those corpses to rest. I am a priest of St. Cuthbert's. It is in my power and authority to do such. So, if anything, we can ameliorate the situation.
If you're gonna look for him, you want to go west. Find someone to take you down the river or down the marsh river, as far as they can to the west.
On a boat.
Yeah, you don't want to walk there. First of all, you don't have a guide. Secondly, I've seen how you handle yourselves in the marsh. No offense to you or the ladies. You wouldn't last long out here by yourselves anyway. Tot Roylat, thanks for the follow. Badger HDC, thank you for the follow.
What if you take us?
That will not
west?
happen. Not if you're going looking for that fellow.
What,
I
you
don't
don't
want
have...
nothing to do with him or nothing to do with anywhere near him.
Okay, do you know people here that would take us to the west that you could point towards? You know.
He kind of looks behind him. He said, 2 fishermen behind us. Probably got the boat. If you can talk them into it. Wouldn't tell them why. Just tell them you want to go as far west as the river will take you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Once you get there, of course, you're on your own.
Okay. I'm gonna...
I still wouldn't go if I were you.
Advice taken, but that's not possible. We have to go.
Well, I'm sorry then. But you just... At least I'll have good conscience in knowing I told you not to.
Look, my friends and I have been through a lot in our travels.
Shame, really. You seem like decent sort.
We're not. We're really horrible people. We're assholes. But, you know,
Oh, well, in
thanks.
that case, hope you drown. All right.
I'm going to turn and clear my throat to these fishermen people.
Okay, they look up. What?
My name is Radovan Rainier. I would like to procure your services westward, down the river. My friends and I are looking for something of utmost importance, and we need a boat and your guidance.
Here we go again. City folk wanting a fishing trip.
We're not going fishing. We're looking for something at the end of the river, so we could definitely use your guidance, your help.
What, you just want to pay us to... ferry you down the river?
Well, I'm not clearly I'm not a swimmer type, so, you know, probably...
Oh, well, we can do that.
How much would it be to enlist your services?
Well, I reckon, as far... Where do you want to go, exactly?
I kind of back up, hoping Cullum is overhearing me, just like, how far? Psst, how far?
He said, as far as it goes west. Remember,
As
these aren't
far-
these are not actual rivers. They're just channels in the swamp, really.
Okay, thank you. As far west as it goes.
Nice memory.
Goldfish boy. 3-second memory.
I have it written down.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
He says, big, strong chap like you, shiny plate mail. You'd obviously want something sturdy. Wouldn't want to fall in the water, would you? Drown and all.
Yeah,
Have
no.
to have something good and safe.
Yes. Is that possible?
Oh, absolutely. But good and safe is expensive.
How expensive?
I reckon. What do you reckon?
Wait for it.
3. Just you, is it?
And 2 of my friends, they're sitting on the table over there, being very, very helpful.
Oh well.
What do you expect?
I would consider a fair price, maybe just a gold piece a head. 3 gold pieces. Are they single?
You'd have to take it up with them, sir. I'm just a friend. I'm just a pawn. I'm the Sherper. I'm something useless. No.
3 gold crowns will be adequate, I believe.
And would you wait a day to return with us?
If we've got to wait, we would most certainly have to charge double, plus a gold for the waiting. So, I would say 7 gold crowns would be more than fair.
How long do you say this trip will be?
Oh, half a day. Didn't go that far.
So okay, so I'm gonna pay up front, just like
thank you
to get
very
us down
much.
there, and then
Because we're out on the dock. If you would like to come and find us in about half an hour, we will be ready to sail.
sounds like more crap. Ready to sail. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'll tell my friends.
You've noticed that he suddenly started to put on more of a airs and graces after seeing the 2 ladies. It's like he's suddenly attempting to be what he thinks a proper gentleman might be.
Jeez.
I just walk.
Casey, thanks for the follow.
I walk back to the table smiling and say, "I have a fisher boat who will take us west where we need to go."
Oh, we need to go west. Excellent.
Go west.
It's on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
With my flippy floppies.
Nose.
So yeah,
Alright.
Okay.
we should get ready, get some more insect repellent. Yeah, and make way. You know.
All right. So do you want to get some insect repellent?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
100%.
Okay. Well, Racer, when you was over at where they were selling the Skinner store and stuff like that, that was the only place that seemed to have any kind of merchandise for sale. They had a lot of fishing gear, skinning knives, general kind of paraphernalia and tools for survival out here. But the odds are if anybody has anything like that, they may.
Okay. I won't tell
So,
them that.
so you guys want to swing by there first?
Probably. And I'm not going to go in. I want to
Okay.
see if the shop owner says anything about the pelt.
Okay. All right. So who's going in there?
I don't think you guys trust Kia with shopping anymore.
Let me
Right.
move you back to Inniskillen.
Fine, I guess I'll go in. Jeez, you guys are really dropping the ball here. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
You're
you
being
just-
completely effing useless.
I
You're
could
our
go.
savior.
I could
You're
go.
our savior today.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rado.
Uh,
All right, so you go in there. You're in there for the first time. You can see pelts and stuff all lined out. There is the massive alligator skin that you guys brought in. It's like laid over 3 different racks, and it's basically being dried out right now. You walk in there. The guy looks at you. He says, "What can I do for you?"
insect repellent, anything that would keep us dry and comfortable. We're doing a trip down west, down the river, and the swamp doesn't necessarily agree with me. So anything you can do to help.
Well,
Please.
I can sell you a pot of our bug repellent. Yep, that'll cost you a silver.
Done. Take it.
I don't know what else I can sell you, really. It is what it is. It's a marsh. You're gonna get wet.
Okay. Well, what if I was to fall in the river? Anything to pull me back up, like rope or something?
Well, I could sell you rope if you want. Don't know if it's going to save you, though. As much as you probably weigh in that tin can.
Oh, how
Unless
about
you got Hercules or somebody on the boat with you to pull you out.
Shit.
Never seen
No.
anyone well, I was about to say something I shouldn't have said. I've never seen anybody choose to wander around in the marsh dressed as you are, to be honest, sir. It's kind of a
So
very,
there's a lost cat.
very anti-marsh type attire you have.
Well, I'm not here by choice. I'm here
Apparently.
by force. So I have to make do with what I got. And this is...
Well, I don't have anything that could keep a 500-pound man afloat, no.
one. R-E-R-R. All right. Thank you.
Obviously, I'm
So
referring to the
mean.
weight of the armor as well, but...
It's
I mean-
still exaggerating a little bit, but okay.
Well, yeah, no. You're a big chap and you're loaded down with...
350 is all I am with the armor. Just saying. All right.
So, tinfoil then. He says, but silver piece for the insect repellent.
Already done. Give it. Yep.
Alright, there you go. Hand you the pot. So go fishing down there. You sure you don't want to get some fishing tackle?
Nope.
Alright, appreciate it.
Yep. I leave and I just drown. I just like, this is not going to be fun.
How
I'm
wet
guessing
are
we're meeting
you?
them down
How
here.
wet are you?
Alright, so you guys head down to the dock. You see that they've got a rowing boat. Getting in it isn't fun for Radovan because it does move an awful lot. Like whoop, 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 whoop.
Is it big enough for me to lay down? Just kind of be the
It
floor?
is if you lay to one side and everybody sits on the other side.
Kia, are
That's
you
what
coming
we're
with
doing.
us?
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Oh,
Mike
I didn't
Mason,
see
thanks
it
for the
there.
follow.
Yeah, I'm laying on one side, and everyone's going to be on the other side, and I'm just going to be the floor. I don't want to
Okay.
look at the water.
So
I don't.
basically, they're sitting side by side to row, and then you've got Racer and Kia on one side
gonna
to help balance out as
kinda
best
like-
they can.
Accidentally step on him as I'm maneuvering. Like, oh, sorry.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoops.
Alrighty, and you head off down the channel. Alrighty.
Please no gators. Please no gators.
Boom, boom. Yeah, giant hippos are next. You wish for gators.
the marsh hippos.
That's it. Dem marsh hippos, though. Okay, so you head off down the channel, heading in this direction. Several hours, they basically row and row numerous
Row their boat
times.
gently down the stream.
Gently down the bayou.
Race is singing, huh?
Merrily, 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 merrily. You're all going to die. Sorry. Let's see, where are we? Okay, but as you continue to row numerous times, you hear various strange noises around you.
Oh God.
You see bubbles, large bubbles, pop up out of the water.
I
Nope.
will point at said bubbles and look at our guys and say, what's that?
Probably turtles. They get pretty big around here and all, you know
Big.
what?
60-foot
Fuck
turtles.
off.
Don't stick your
turtles.
toe in. Them snappers will have your foot off.
Oh, snapping turtles.
I mean, there are times as you're like looking, you see very large, probably like 7 or 8 foot diameter turtles that disappear back under.
Cool.
And you do see a whole
taking
bunch of
photos.
alligators. Nothing to the size that you saw earlier, however.
Kia's taking selfies.
With the gator. 18 feet. New world record.
Alrighty. Hey, 60 foot would be a record for sure. Okay, so it gets mid-afternoon, and you've noticed that the channel that you're going on is getting narrower and narrower, and eventually it is no more than more like just a tiny cut through some reeds. And he says, "This is it. This is as far as we can take you."
Thank you, kind sirs.
I'm going to get out of my boat, you know?
All right. You basically, he moors up as best he can. You step out basically in knee-deep water, and the reeds come up to your chest. So it's like the water is all the way up to your knees, but the plant life and all the marsh grass around you is like this high. It's not a pleasant place.
I'm kind of holding on to my
You
staff.
see various strange-looking serpents as they swim multicolored through the water around you as well.
I'm going to cast Magic Vestment on myself,
All right.
as well as Magic Weapon Greater, because that has a duration time limit, so,
That's a good idea. I'll cast
Yeah.
mage armor on myself, too.
Okay.
I got
And
nothing.
They basically push off from the bank and leave you walking or leave you luring around
Ooh, the
to
music.
wade through the dark swamp.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay,
Oh my god!
you're basically trudging through. As I said, you're at best you're at least knee deep. There
I
are
do
times
a-
when you're waist high in the water.
Spot check.
This is awful. So scary.
Can I do a spot check at all, or?
By all means, yep.
Absolutely.
Is that-
Come on.
Is that log
23.
to the right?
It's like a fallen tree, yes.
Okay, so is it uprooted? Can we move it?
It's too big to move, probably. The roots and everything are still intact. But you guys are just kind of wading through at this point.
And we're gonna get attacked by
What
trees.
would
or
happen if I
Trees.
What would happen if I cast grease on us? Would it be easier?
No,
move
it's
through?
not going to affect you going through
No.
water.
Okay.
Water and weeds. And
Okay,
unpleasant
let's
things.
hurry, guys.
Okay.
Anything on my glorious spot check?
Lots and lots of. I mean, you see toads, frogs, large lizards, larger than you'd like, probably 3 or 4 foot long with the tail, swimming through the water. Various different snakes, most of which you're convinced are probably poisonous.
Oh,
Good, Leon.
excellent.
Thanks for the follow.
They'd be more scared of your outline, Radovan, if you enlarged
Love the
yourself.
joystick. Thank you for the follow. I mean, none of them are coming towards you.
I know.
Warded Spade, thanks for the follow. But, I mean, they're around you. Like, sometimes they're almost immediately directly in front of you. Toxic City Productions, thanks for the follow.
Shit, man.
Or Toxic City Productions.
Are we able to kind of move from something that's above the water to something that's above the water? Like,
Really,
Like
no.
up around?
No?
It's just
Okay.
entirely... like, the tree is floating, like, in the water. It's barely visible above the water line.
is there anywhere that we can, all three of us, stand not in the water?
At periodic times, you'll find, like, a broken tree limb or something that pokes up and out that you can perch on.
I would like to find one of those areas and then do another search.
Okay, so you kind of want to... Let's use this as an example, then. So you guys
Okay.
want to just kind of get yourselves
Yeah.
up here.
Or spot, I think.
Perched
Sorry.
up as
But
best
it
you
would be
can.
spot or search. It's probably spot. eh?
Spot. Yep.
Yeah.
Move you there. Hang on.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Spread
That
you
two
out.
dome.
All right, so you're looking around again. It's hard to see stuff because there's so much water and then the reeds and stuff poking up and out. Anything unpleasant could so seriously, easily hide in amongst all that stuff.
Kia,
Yes.
Rado,
Yup.
don't you think that a seer is magical, right? Can Kia potentially detect?
I was just thinking, like, maybe we should, have Kia fireball this entire surrounding area and kill all the baddies and beasties.
What?
20 foot at a time.
No, but then the ones that aren't killed will be enraged and come
I mean,
after
this
us.
is just like, this is just an example of, as you're wandering through. It would take you forever if you went that way because Kia's going to fireball 20-foot area. You move 20 foot, fireball, do that a few times. Well, that's 100 feet we've covered today.
How far can you detect magic? Like, would you be able to see if maybe because this guy could be invisible? Like, how do we should have asked how to. Well, I guess we did ask how to find him, and it was basically.
It was
60
pretty much.
No.
I have a 60-foot range, so
It's not a lot. Well, it is, but it isn't.
I mean, and also, this is like, you've only just recently, you got out of the boat, you're walking through the marsh. It's like looking around you, there's marsh as far as the eyes can see. So, it's like, is he here? One in 1,000? 1 in a million?
Well, maybe
we
we
just
just
Press on.
heading west. Yeah.
Alright, so you continue to wade through the marsh. Okay,
Should we-
you do so for probably at least a good couple of hours. Fortunately, you're not being bugged by mosquitoes.
Yay!
And the fear of what may be around you, swimming through the grasses and stuff like that, is helping to distract you from the fact that you're sodden wet and miserable. And finally, you continue to move forward, heading through, wading your way through. Go ahead and make another spot check for me, if you will.
I'm
All
wondering
of us, or
Yeah, you guys are probably all just like moving
if we
forward
can call out his name. Like, what's his name? Pa.
or when
Yeah,
like,
so
should
you're
we
gonna
be-
be like calling it as you go?
Yeah.
Orwin, we have a mini beholder.
So Racer on a 21 for the spot check, Radovan on a 19,
yay
and Kia on
on a beautiful
a 2. Okay, which is a total of 7.
Beautiful 7.
Right. As you continue to wade through, a little bit later, probably about 30 minutes later, you see a rather large lizard slithering through the grasses ahead as it opens up just a little bit. It's not terribly big. I mean, it's certainly no 60-foot gator, but it's probably 8 foot long. It stops, and it's like looking at you through the weeds, like
Can we
start
fireball
swimming a little bit
that?
closer.
Do you want the tidal wave?
I'm gonna back up a little bit. Do we see anything with it? Like any other salamanders or anything when we did it?
Nope, that was the only thing you saw.
Any logs to jump up on?
Nate Dog, thanks for the follow. Say that again, Kia, sorry?
Anything to jump up on, a log or dry piece?
I mean, yeah, let's hypothetically, there's another downstream to the right
Okay.
of you. Just because I'm not going
I'll
to
swim
reposition
that
every
way
time.
and get on there.
So y'all kind of move up and position yourselves, get out of the water. Okay. As it continues to swim curiously towards you. It's
Don't do
it's
anything
like
yet, guys.
it's going around you, looking more curiously at you, and it stops behind you here.
It might just be
Heyo.
curious.
And
Hello,
it's
sir.
it's tasting the air, like
Are you Porwin? Dewint. I mean, that's not
Dewint. Wrong wizard.
I.
Porwin? Is that
He is
you?
talking to the
Okay,
lizard.
suddenly a spear lands right here between Radovan and Kia, like.
Whoa. Hey.
Which way did it come from?
As you realize you've been distracted and looking at the lapdog lizard
Whoop.
behind
no.
you,
They're like lizard men. What?
wading
Oh my
up
God.
out of the marsh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
This
Oh my
music!
God.
Oh my gosh! Oh, there's so many!
Holy shitballs!
You are suddenly aware that the lizards seem to be some kind of distraction. As literally wading up out of the water, you can see all around, all ahead of you, like covering the landscape, at least a dozen or more reptilian-looking creatures. Some are holding spears, some axes, like barbaric axes. Some seem to have weapons that were probably stolen from the fallen dead that they may have killed before. They're all menacingly looking, like hissing at you as they stomp their way up out of the water. But they each one of them is basically getting no higher than out of the literally, like, their arms are above the water, their heads, they pop up, and then they all go and disappear
Oh my
down
gosh.
below the waterline. So temporarily, you can't see exactly where any of them are.
That's so terrible.
What do you guys want to do? The
Well-
lizard at this point, you suddenly see it whip its tail as it goes whoop, and starts swimming in this direction,
Which direction?
away from you.
Yeah, I'm pulling up my bow.
Okay, Racer gets the bow out, and you're like looking. It's like a scene from Jaws. Like, where's it coming from? Where's it coming
Yeah.
from?
Well, this is a thing that's happening.
So, Radovan, what are you gonna do?
There's nothing really to do.
I mean,
just
you're all
following my
like precariously perched on this tree.
Are they? Do we
on
hear
this
them
log.
talking? Anything?
Nope.
Can they speak?
It's deathly silent. I mean, they popped up, saw where you were, and then just went.
Okay, so actually, I'm holding my shield, and I'm gonna activate it. And I'm gonna shine the light into the water.
Okay,
and,
so you're
just
basically
thumbprints
all right,
around
so
us.
Radovan is shining a 30-foot beacon of light from his shield.
I'm just like looking around. Yeah.
It's like the fog. It's like the light of the front of the boat.
Yeah.
Does it help to see into the water at all?
Actually, it doesn't help see in the water because it just kind of the light just reflects back off
Oh.
the water itself. And of course, there's a lot of weeds and stuff around, so it's not just clear crystal water. You're looking at. There's so much for aquatic creatures to hide in here.
Guys, what if I turn us all invisible and we go hide and be as quiet as possible for a
That'd be
long time?
really, really good idea.
Well, the only problem
Get rid
with
of
that
that
is you're gonna
light.
have to. As you move through the water, you're gonna leave a wake behind you.
Yeah,
Can
but
we get in
we'll
that tree?
distract it somehow.
Can we get in this tree right here? Is there enough branches for us to all sit up there and quickly get
There's
there?
no way Radovan is climbing up in that flimsy ass tree. No. He weighs too much for a start.
I say we just kill these motherfuckers.
There's a
There's
lot of
worse
So
before.
many.
We fought.
No.
We fought a whole contingent of orcs. Are you kidding
And
me?
we almost died.
But we're ready. We got mirror entities
Here's what
now.
we should do.
You know,
Here's what we
like,
should do. I'll cast invisibility on me, you, and Raysa, and Cal. And Cal will fly and put a wake somewhere else. And make a lot of splashes somewhere else. And we'll quickly go somewhere and then just stand still for a long time.
No and then. No and then.
Just, if
We
you-
have seconds to make a decision. Do it. I say
Okay,
let's do it.
invisibility, everybody. On everybody.
Okay, so you're casting a group invisibility.
Yes.
And sending Cal out.
What spell is the group invisibility that you have?
Wait, what? Don't we just all hold hands?
We've done it before.
Like as in, well,
We've done it on camels before.
but Kia had time to cast 2 invisibility spells back to back before.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Invisibility, basically anything that Kia holds onto, or if she's carrying, but if she breaks contact with you, so she'll cast invisibility. If she's holding your hands, you may go invisible. If she breaks contact, you will become visible.
What if we're
Or she
holding
can
onto her?
cast it on each of you.
What if we're holding onto her?
Same thing. If you let go, you will become visible.
Okay, so cool.
Just
so
don't
we can
let go.
Yeah.
But that within itself is a problem. Just
yeah,
because
we're
right
not going
now
to
you're
be
all
moving
perched on it.
anywhere. Are you kidding? We
Yeah.
cast it here. We're stuck on this branch. We can't move or
Right.
get down.
Why can't we move?
Because we break contact the second we did it, and they'd see us splash down.
Well, we'll just use coordination.
No, we're not moving.
Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm gonna do it anyway, and obviously if
That's
something
cool.
happens, attack. But I'm gonna have Cal still cause a distraction somewhere. If he will.
So we're going to stay on this branch, holding hands,
well,
invisible.
the flying version of Cal will.
Right, of
Cat
course.
Cal will not, so he's going to turn into pseudo-dragon form to do that, for sure.
Okay.
And we're just going to stay here and be quiet. That's what the 3 of us are doing.
Okay, so
While invisible,
you
we're
3
being-
are basically... Let me separate you enough to where I can icon
And
on.
Cal's invisible too, or not?
Well, not
Nope.
if he flies off, no.
Okay.
Hang on, let me move you guys properly.
Ninja!
Let me just move. Let me position you so that I can. There you go. All right.
I ninja'd myself for you. Just
I
to
saw
help.
that. Thank you. Okay,
I
so
have no idea what we should do.
okay, so basically you cast invisibility, and shortly after, almost like seconds afterwards, you suddenly see hordes of them pop up once again, like scattered around, and they're all like tasting the air.
Oh no, they smell us. Open the jar!
Okay, every one of them, as they taste the air, seems to be going like,
Open the jar!
and their heads are all like seem to be honing in to your actual location.
Open the jar!
And you saying "open the jar" doesn't help hide either, because they can hear. They're not deaf.
Well, they might really hate the smell. So what's Cal doing?
Cal is like flying around, like several feet above them, trying to draw their attention.
I was gonna
and-
have him like dip down and touch the water sometimes.
Well, I mean,
Is he
most
gonna
of
do
them now
that?
are out of the water. They're like
Okay.
tasting the air, and they're slowly kind of honing in your direction. You can see that they're definitely aware, even though they can't see you. They seem to know where you are as they're moving closer and closer.
Good for a
Oh
fireball.
my God! What could possibly happen? It's kind of eerie.
I'm hoping they'll let their eyes, they'll believe their eyes, not their sense of smell, and that they can't see us. I'm hoping.
You guys just.
And unfortunately, that is 10:30. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. That's the
Oh,
end of our stream for the
gosh.
night. Hi there, I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master on How Reroll, and if you'd like to follow my personal channels, you can do so at twitch.tv/Gorbad, or follow me on Twitter @Gorbad.
Hi guys, I'm Bane. If you'd like to hang out with me some more, come chill in my own personal stream at twitch.tv/Bane1271, or toss me a follow over on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Bane Blackstar. I hope to see you soon.
Oh, hi, I did not see you there. When I'm not playing a badass cleric of St. Cuthbert on How We Roll, I am Shagget. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shagget, or on Twitter, if you can figure this out, at aneb_convos. See you guys.
Hey guys, I'm Jane. I play Kieliana on How We Roll, as you probably know. You can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/JaneIvana. I stream sometimes. Or you can follow me on Twitter at Jane on Twitch, and that is with a 0. Peace, suckers.